Penis! Alright, remember.
Hey.
No nudity allowed. Wait, so who's gonna be recording? Like, what? Like, is it recording off of you, or is it recording off of a cloud?
It records from YouTube, straight from YouTube.
Wow! And then we're just gonna see the video on YouTube?
Yep.
On our YouTube channel?
Yep.
That is the coolest thing.
Yeah, I mean, presumably that's how it's supposed to go down. So, Jim.
Okay.
I'm here.
Hello. Alright, how am I doing this? Alright, get back, get out.
I think I kind of want to wear like this Jedi hood the whole episode. Do I look cool?
Homie.
Do I look mysterious?
Cool. Yeah, dude. I don't know why I can't get in this thing. Hang out requests. Are you fucking kidding me? There are two. Oh, come on.
This is pretty sweet.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
I can't get myself. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back.
Why don't you...
Yeah, okay, man.
Am I supposed to set this to voice or studio?
I don't know, but it's loud as fuck, man.
Wait, hold on. Oh, never mind. Spoken conversations. Recording this bitch in 1080p. I look horrible in high definition. Oh, God.
I see Justin Whitaker's face. Is he here?
I am here. I'm just working on some
Get
technical
his video
difficulties because I haven't got my shit in here yet. So here we go.
Powers, do you have a question for us today?
A hypothetical?
Yeah.
Oh, jinx!
Do you have one?
I do.
Okay, good. Is it better than last week's? Okay. Cool. Jim, did you figure out the Audacity thing yet? Do you know?
I have no idea. I mean, no, I don't see any drop down.
So yeah, on the Audacity main screen, there's at the top right, there's 3 drop down boxes. One that has like a speaker next to it, and one that has a microphone next to it. And if you drop it down, those are whatever's in your computer for audio options. So the speaker is where you're outputting your audio, and the mic is where you're putting in from. So right now you should be all right. But all you need to do, it really is probably just click the record button and then say testing 1 2 3, and then press stop and press play to make sure you hear it back.
Test.
Testing 1 2 3.
Yeah, and then press stop and then press play and see if it comes out of your speakers.
Testing 1 2 3. Oh, there's a
Getting
little
on the mic.
There we go. Okay, so I guess just record.
Getting on the mic.
Yeah, you should really. Yeah, that's all you should have to do is press record. Do you have headphones at all?
I have my little Apple ones.
That way your microphone won't pick up the sounds from us talking.
Reverb. What is it? Does it even have a microphone jack?
That's
Is
Justin.
That's me?
Justin was playing the bongos real quick.
Yeah, I heard it. I saw your little green bar going as it was doing that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You're echoing through yourself.
Isn't that fun?
You are echoing through yourself, actually.
You have to mute the Hero Nuggets thing.
I did. I had my speakers on the microphones.
Nope, still not fixed.
Yeah. You have to completely mute both audio and video of at least one of your...
I did. It says the mic is off.
We're almost there.
I'm just gonna mute you. There you go. You've been muted.
Hey, Hopper.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing on Reddit for what an arrow to the knee really means?
Yes, I sure did.
Shit was badass, man.
Talking about getting married, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're only recording audio, right?
Yes.
Or the video. Okay.
Well, the video is
Yeah,
getting
video too.
recorded as well. So don't take your
Okay.
pants off.
Well,
Well, my pants are off. Just don't get up. It's so
So
true.
more or
man.
less just treat it as behind the scenes. There's
I
no
hate these
flair to this.
podcasts because I have to put on a shirt for these goddamn things.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
If only we were doing audio only, my friend.
You don't have
gonna-
to put on a shirt.
Well, you know,
I'm gonna
I don't want to
start
be
recording.
that douchebag.
Oh, no, I won't.
Val, can you take your shirt off?
Oh God, no one wants to see that.
So that's the kind of podcast we're on here. All right, just
Yeah, it's gonna get weird in a second, man.
in a second.
They wanted, Jim, they wanted me to ask if you are okay with swearing.
I'm very okay with swearing. I was going to ask you guys because I just
And dick
naturally
jokes. Dick
Dick
jokes.
Dick
Yeah.
jokes is fine.
Okay.
I'm very much.
We're
Okay.
starting this thing where we just want to make sure that the guest is going to be comfortable.
I find
I
this
think
all
our guests.
Is it uncomfortable when I whisper like this?
very much so.
How is it that you and Jeff have like similar mannerisms in speaking? Is it because
You
you,
know
live
what?
together?
Yeah, I think that is. 'Cause when I lived with a lady friend of mine one time, I started picking up her mannerisms, and everybody like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "No, just."
Do you still get that with Jeff's mannerisms?
Is English your
yeah.
second language? Because that happens to me all the time.
What's the second language?
Are you an ESL kid?
ESL?
Yeah,
English
English
is
is
a second language.
language.
Oh
Everyone
no, you
knows
know what?
this.
I
Oh,
my
because
mom is
that
a
happens to me because I'm
Russian.
ESL.
Yeah, my mom's from the Middle East, so but I don't speak any.
One of those people.
Okay, is everyone ready? Powers, are you ready?
I can't get my video to work, so fuck it.
Yeah, let me start my recording.
Oh yeah.
Hold on for
Yeah,
one
let's
second.
everyone make sure.
Everybody record.
My microphone.
Make sure
testing,
you're
testing.
recording. Test your recording.
Yep, I already
Yeah.
tested my recording.
Recording. Working.
Let's
Recording.
do it,
Testing my
gentlemen.
microphone.
As long as you see that blue sound wave, you'll be okay.
Ready to fucking rizzle in this bitch.
All right.
Galactus. Did anyone else read Hunger? Please
I
tell
did.
me.
I haven't finished it, but I started it. It's pretty good so far.
Oh, I just love how he would. Can we talk about it on the podcast at some point?
You guys can talk about it. I'll
Yeah,
read
do it
it.
up.
I just want. I want to do just a quick, like, 3-minute rap about it.
You gonna
Oh,
like
you
rap
wrote a
about
rap?
like rap?
No, I'm not. Steve, why don't you tell him about your rap?
Oh man, I got my rap epic going right now. It's a 3-part rap epic. It's a story about how I get superpowers while I'm riding my bike.
Yeah?
Yup.
Amazing.
I can't wait to hear this.
That
I know,
sounds fantastic.
Why don't you tell him the first rhyme?
No, that's under wraps, man. That was only for you. I only got one rhyme written down so far.
That's all that's
I
there.
I
that
started.
there is
That's
ever
I got
gonna
so
be.
pumped.
It's a good
I got
start.
the overarching story going down, but
Okay.
Riding my bike.
So, Jim, do you read any like current runs of anything?
Comic books?
Yeah.
Is that what this is about? Not a fan of comic. No, I read a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm all over that. Like I love like anything Scott Snyder. Obviously, I love American
Yeah,
Vampire.
We were just talking about that
The
earlier.
Wake. The Wake is awesome. I don't know if you guys read that yet, but
I bought it. I
it's
haven't
amazing.
finished reading it yet.
It's like a movie basically, but it's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Superior Spider-Man from Marvel, I think I read, and then a couple of the X books.
all right.
Have you read today's
All
Superior Spider-Man?
I have not. I picked it up. I have it, but I've not read it yet. That is for bathroom reading, my friends. So
We're gonna
There you
spoil
go.
some stuff for
If
you.
we talk about it, is it gonna ruin it for you?
no, I'm not one of those people. So you
Perfect.
can spoil away.
Okay, because we're definitely gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
especially because by the time this releases, it's usually like the next week.
Well, Sunday because of editing, but it's whatever.
Sunday's a good day. It's prime day. No one's doing anything.
Yeah,
you
except
want to listen to the
masturbating.
podcast.
Twice.
That's an everyday thing.
So we're gonna talk about Superior Spider-Man, Avengers, and then Phantom Stranger.
Are we? Did enough people actually read Phantom Stranger?
I don't know.
I
You
would
don't
like
really-
to hear about Phantom Stranger because I'm interested in knowing about it. I have not read it. So.
Yeah, you don't have to really know about what's going on to contribute to the conversation because we get sidetracked a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, totally.
Just
All
so
the
you know
time.
what's going on. And I'll
Alright.
probably start with asking you just kind of like about you, your origin, where you got started drawing, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
If you know where you came from.
I'm really
Unless-
confused.
Unless you have some kind of like superhero amnesia right now or mind
Yeah.
control.
Or mind control. It's a common theme.
Yeah, very, very common thing. Happens all the time.
I came from a strange place. It's weird looking at my face on this
All
little
right.
thing.
I'm all
I know.
fixed.
You just wait till you see it when it's actually like on YouTube. I just watched
man.
issue 9 and I look like a fucking chipmunk. Like the
Really?
whole time.
That's weird because I just watched it and I was like, damn, I look good.
I look horrible. Every time he pointed the camera at me, I'm like making a weird face. Like
But like right now, I'm
Just
like,
wearing
man,
my
I look like
pajamas.
shit.
I have what's
Um,
called high confidence, so I don't care what I look like. I know
yeah,
it's gonna look
he's
awesome.
got very high confidence.
No,
That's what you did there.
no, because when I get too high, I don't know what. to
Justin,
say.
Justin, are you
What?
here? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just.
Okay, so when
Justin,
we
where
start
are you?
here in like a minute, Val, when I say Nugget sound off, we're gonna start at you again. You're that way, right?
Fail. Okay.
You're that
Yeah.
way, right?
Yeah,
No, that's-
right. I'm that way. So point that way.
Yeah, because for me,
Yes.
I'm pointing the way opposite that you are right
right.
now.
So you have to point opposite.
It's
so like
confusing.
you're over here.
So we'll start with you, and then Jim will introduce you, and then you'll talk afterwards.
Wait, Steve, put your ear up over here. No, over here. No, other way.
other way, other way.
Okay. Oh.
No, it's still not working for
Fucking
me.
your ear.
Maybe for you.
Fucking your ear. No, it's working for me. God, I wonder how the viewers are gonna see. Wait, can we just
All right.
rearrange these?
I have no idea how this is gonna work.
Powers, are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. It won't be as confusing once we start. It's
I
Yeah,
find
pretty
it hard.
The direction does not matter at all.
Yeah.
We mostly record for audio, but the video is just kind of a behind the scenes romp through the woods and like.
Yeah, so I'm
like
gonna say
85
nuggets sound off, and then all of us are gonna introduce ourselves, and then I'm gonna be like, and joining us today is Jim Hanna. This and
Okay.
this.
Sure.
Everyone cool with that?
Can we try a couple takes if we mess up since it's the very beginning?
Yeah,
Nope,
well,
let's
yes.
do it.
Oh, and then also, Jim, at the end of the show, we usually have our guests say nuggets out, and then we have this like epic buildup of music, and then it drops, and then you say nuggets out. And the
Yeah.
music
So
hits
you
again.
have to be like.
It's like this really
Oh, yeah,
heroic
it's not
music.
nuggets
It's
out.
really fun.
Is it dubstep? Is that what it is?
No,
More
no,
or
no.
less.
It's,
Like, pretty much. And-
no.
It's
It's
good.
like 2 Steps from Hell. Like,
God, I
really
love Two
good.
Steps from Hell.
yeah, it sounds really cool. And
Yeah.
also, I was gonna, Jim, ask you about Jackrabbit and
Yes.
Spotlight.
I will answer questions about this or explain it as best I can.
Yeah, I was more gonna ask for like an explanation of what they were.
Okay. I can-
Cool. All right, is everyone ready?
No.
Yes, sir.
Val, was that a serious no or a
No. Well, I wasn't. I'm just trying to get my angle.
They all look terrible,
Yeah,
man.
I look
Deal
great.
with it.
Yeah, this is good. I'm good. I look handsome. I look handsome no matter what
Justin,
direction I look.
Wait, hold on. I need my bandana.
Justin, you are here, right?
Justin.
Justin.
Justin, he's dead.
He
Justin's
died.
not here.
Is he peeing?
I think he's probably just trying to get his video to work. By the way, do you want me to do the Phantom Stranger?
Dude, there's a guy in my phone named Gucci Nigga Andrew.
I think we should get him on the show. That guy sounds like a lot of fun.
Gucci Nigga Andrew.
do you want me to? Do you want me to do like the
Hello?
the
there you are.
breakdown, the comic book breakdown thing about Phantom Stranger?
Yeah, because I didn't, like I said, I'm like 5 pages in, man.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Justin, so you are here? You ready to go?
I'm here.
Okay.
Justin.
Hi.
Hey.
Trying
Hey.
something new.
5, 4.
Oh!
Recording.
What?
Oh, is everyone recording? Everyone click
Yep.
record.
Recording.
Make sure you're recording.
Yeah, I've been recording.
Steve, motherfucker.
Steve is in the bathroom. He's coming back.
Okay, he's
Oh,
peeing.
I need to get my gangster bandana on
Steve.
like Tupac.
Steve, click record because you like to get lost in the time stream.
Nope. I hit record. We're good to go, man.
Okay,
Make sure you're recording. Like speak.
Oh, I've been ready. I've been
and check-
recording. In fact, I'm starting
Yeah.
a new recording because that one's so
I've,
long.
I've already tested my shit and done all that. We're good to go. I'm 7 minutes in.
Should I wear my bandana or my headband?
No.
Oh, let me go get my
wait.
bandana.
No.
Do I look like
5,
Lafayette?
4.
I was not given a bandana.
I'll get you one. homie.
Oh wait, we
Nope.
didn't.
Wait, hold on.
You
I
guys are all
wasn't
cutting
even
your fucking
paying
heads.
attention.
Dude, it doesn't even matter. Like, I line this shit up anyways. You guys
No,
are
you
never
want,
on.
no, you always fuck up my audio. Let's do it again.
Oh my god.
Always
Five,
back up my audio.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Success.
Hello, and welcome to the Hero Nuggets podcast. My name is Joe, and I'm your host. This week, we have a terrible show planned for you. It's not going to be any fun. There's going to be no jokes.
You should
So
turn
I'm
it
gonna
off
ask-
right now.
Yeah, just turn it off. Nuggets, sound
Yeah.
off real quick.
Thanks for tuning
Oh,
in.
hey everybody, this is Val. How's it going?
How's it going?
Everybody's favorite Steve over here.
Justin here with better video, hopefully today.
With actual video.
Yeah, and this is Hopper. Everyone, thanks again for tuning in and listening yet again.
Yeah, we are the Hero Nuggets. You can find us on Facebook, search Hero Nuggets. You can find us on Twitter, search Hero Nuggets, or just type HeroNuggets.com into your browser. But this week we cover Avengers number 17, the end of the Prelude to Infinity. We
That's
cover
right.
Superior Spider-Man number 15, and we also cover Phantom Stranger number 11, and then any other comics that anyone wants to throw at us. But this week we are joined by yet another guest. He is an artist. His name is Jim Hanna. Jim, say hello.
Hello.
Hi,
I'm-
Jim.
Yeah!
What's up,
How are you?
Jim?
Everyone.
How are the
Round of
Nuggets
applause.
doing?
Doing great.
My
yeah, we're
nuggets are
doing, we're
wonderful.
doing good.
Hanging in there.
Val's
Thank you
got
for
some good
having me
nuggets.
join your little circus. I
Yeah,
got
our
my-
little experiment.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Speaking of circus, did you guys see the Reddit post about explaining what Barnum, of Barnum and Bailey's, of how he actually started his gig? Dude was
No,
smart.
But
What-
you should
Tell
regale
us
us
all about
real
it
quick.
on this circus podcast.
So, I mean, it was like back in the 1800s, and the world was young and didn't know anything. And
As
so
everyone
he-
knows.
Yeah, as everyone knows, nobody knew anything. So he packed his show full of freaks. He called them
what?
freaks, but like
Yeah,
genetically
lies. That's what
altered,
I like to call them.
midgets, bearded ladies, what have you. And he preyed upon everyone's curiosity of the unknown world. And it was a really cool post talking about how he realized that the world was still curious and young, and he gave the
Yeah,
world what they
there's-
wanted. It was a cool story about him.
There-
He
was it
entertained
a-
the queen 3 times.
Hold on.
Enter-
Was
wait.
it a today I learned?
I entertain queens all the time.
Yeah, over here in the Castros, San Francisco. So many queens. It's funny that you
Anyway.
mentioned that, Powers, because there's another podcast called Stuff to Blow Your Mind, and I think that's where they got this information from, because I was listening to it earlier.
No
And,
way.
Yeah, I think that's where they got that information from. They did like a Stuff to Blow Your Mind, sideshow secrets kind of thing. But anyways, back to Jim and his art. I don't want to fucking...
I want to hear more about Barnum and Bailey. I don't care about Jim.
God.
Hanna. Boring.
Well, I mean, who doesn't like a sword
freak?
swallowing clown?
Steve likes bearded ladies.
Yeah,
He likes big ladies like Giganta.
yeah, like Giganta.
Giganta.
So
Swallowing big ladies.
All right, back on topic.
Sorry.
yeah, back on topic. God damn it! I mean, everyone's having fun. We're smiling. We're laughing. But Jim, why don't you tell us a little about how you got into drawing? Did you start as a little tyke, or did you pick it up later in life?
I actually
Well-
heard he got painted as a French girl once.
It's true. No, actually, funny enough, I got started in the circus. And
No shit.
Can't tell
Was
if
it the
this is a
Were your
joke or
parents
not.
killed in a death-defying stunt?
yeah, then I was picked up by this weird guy, and
You lived in a cave. It was
trained me.
creepy.
Yeah. And then we had
Made
a
you dress in
awesome
short
origin
origin
shorts.
story we
Hold
got
on, hold
here.
on. We're all talking over each other. Cut it out.
Right.
No, yeah, I definitely started when I was a kid. As soon as I could, do anything, I'd draw Transformers or He-Man or something, or whatever I was watching cartoon-wise. And it's just one of those things where I don't want to have a real job. I love
Right.
this. I just want
Right.
to draw. And
I got a
and-
question. Was it more difficult to draw He-Man as He-Man or as his secret identity?
Of course, the secret identity. That thing is Prince Adam is kind of the word lame.
Did you even try to draw that?
No, I never tried to draw Prince Adam. Who would draw that? I'd rather
See,
draw Orko.
Wasn't
Come
his
on,
secret
man.
identity like He-Man with a shirt on? Wasn't that like
Yeah.
the only different aspect?
I think it literally is like him, and he talked like at a higher pitch. I think.
And like a
Oh,
bull
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Well, he was a
Who
prince.
the fuck
so
is
I
this
mean-
Yeah.
guy? Wearing the goddamn shirt.
Worse
Must
than
not be
Superman.
He-Man because
Superman
he
had his
never
glass.
wears one.
He looks familiar, but if I could see him with a shirt off, I'd definitely know.
And then there's that. I don't know how much you guys give a shit about He-Man, but there's that faker guy who's just like a different colored He-Man. But then again, he's a different color, and people would say, wait a minute.
So like a black version
Are
of
you
He-Man?
talking about
No, he's
that like
yellow.
blue He-Man,
Yeah,
like
no, he's
clone
blue.
He-Man?
Oh, there was a black
Yeah.
He-Man?
African American, yes.
Well, he was black and blue after He-Man was done with him.
Oh,
Wait, so Africa
Alright.
existed on the same continent world as He-Man? Wow, it gets around. All right.
I don't
Were there
really
any
know a lot
black
about He-Man.
characters? I don't
I remember the show existing, but I never.
I remember the remake back in the early 2000s on Cartoon Network.
I remember that Cranberries video.
That's awesome. Dual cranberry video talk.
Yeah.
Taking the show back over control off of He-Man. What was that? Justin, were you just singing?
What's going on?
What is
I
that?
know y'all do
Oh,
It's the
Justin
Cranberries.
is spoiling the new Hero Nuggets
Wait,
theme.
that's not cranberries. That's fucking 9 non-blondes or whatever.
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Sorry.
So, Jim,
this
how
ain't a
did-
video podcast.
Jim, how did you transition from drawing Saturday morning cartoons over a nice bowl of cereal into drawing comic books?
Well, I mean, eventually I discovered comics. I think I was really into G.I. Joe, and then I'm like, oh, they have G.I. Joe comics. Oh, there's these other things called the X-Men. Spider-Man, this is cool. So, but then I, at some point, thought somebody has to draw these. So,
Yeah.
But, I never took it seriously until maybe, like serious until, like, maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's try and self-publish a book with my friends and stuff like that, and actually just try and go to conventions. And, of course, working at Atomic Comics with that man,
Yeah,
Justin
represent.
Whitaker. That was like comic book college for me.
You were
So I
working
learned-
at Atomic with Justin.
Yeah.
I see. And that's where you started this your first project?
Not at Atomic, but when I was working there, I
No, like literally on the clock you started.
yeah,
That's the way to do it, man.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
It's
But
that,
yeah,
that
no, it's-
double
it's-
tasking at work.
yeah, or zero tasking, as the case may be.
Yeah.
No, here on the Hero Nuggets podcast, we like to double task. Just 2 tasks at a time. That's all we can handle. No multitasking.
That's good.
So what
That is the limit.
was Jackrabbit the first?
No, it was something we did, like me and my buddies, a couple other friends, we did a book called DNA, and we did kind of an anthology book of just different things. So I had my little superhero team that I created when I was like a kid, basically, called Ground Zero, or Code Zero.
Who was in Code Zero?
It was a group of, smart-ass superheroes. There's a man who could control his body of any form of water, kind of like Zan from the Wonder Twins. So, like, he was Vapor. Let me even try and remember the rest of the people in this.
Yeah.
Vapor.
Form of slip and slide.
Yeah. It took me to just become a dumb... I always got mad. I was like, this guy just becomes a bucket of water every time.
Is this just a fucking eagle?
He can be cool. Yeah. He can be like a rhino, and he's like, hold me as a bucket of water. So,
Shape the elements.
Oh, that could actually turn a fight. Like, form of boiling water. Quick, throw me on his face. Like,
if
who
only,
would
if
expect
only he
that?
was that creative. Yeah, he would never even need boiling water.
No, he was
like,
the lukewarm fucking water. Yeah.
Form of
Oh no!
tepid,
I need a
room
hide.
temperature
Shape
water.
of an icicle.
Well, actually, if I may interject here, the really all you need to do as a body of water is get in those noses or in those mouths, because then you could just get into the lungs, fuck
Holy shit.
bitches up all day.
You like become ice after you get in there, though. Oh
Yeah,
my
but
god.
Just get in
that's a
their lungs,
level-
water in the lungs.
Yeah.
That's a level of that character development that they never really got into, similar to Captain Planet, where everyone was overpowered except for, what's his face?
The heart
Kwame?
kid.
Heart.
Heart.
Hey,
But when you
you
think
need-
about
you
it-
needed it. You
Yeah, but
needed
when you think
heart
about
to make
it-
it happen.
And we've talked about this, he's really the most powerful of all. He could go up to anyone instead of like, hey guys, can we play nice? He'd be like, hey listen, love me.
Whoa.
That's it. And
Here's something I
negotiations
never
over.
understood about Captain Planet. Now, what is considered trash? Like, if I throw a piece of paper at him that I crinkle up in my hands and it hits his chest, is that trash, or do I have
That's
to like,
littering.
put it in a dumpster and then
You
take
have
it
to ask
out of
Don
a
Cheadle
dumpster
that question.
and then throw
Yeah,
it
it's
at
turned
him?
into a
And
treat.
then, like, that's
Did-
pollution, and then that hurts him, or is it just like I'm done drinking soda, throw it at him, and then he's dead?
I think it's your intention.
Yeah.
So I have to just
Whatever's
think
on your
really
mind.
poorly about it. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get you dirty, and then he's like, oh no, my weakness.
Now,
Different.
we've all seen the College Humor video when Don Cheadle was Captain Planet, right?
Have we?
Yeah.
Have we
Oh
all
my-
seen it? I
Yeah,
see.
Speaking of live
all the
video,
evidence.
they're actually apparently I heard this, can't confirm it, that they're actually making a real movie.
Don't just. Oh, I
Yeah,
hope
I
not.
also heard this too.
Captain Planet rumor.
This
Yep,
is
heard it.
this is rumor mill right here.
Yeah,
I like
this is
it.
Captain
right.
Planet
I
the
didn't-
movie.
I didn't mill it out. I just
Ugh.
was walking by the mill.
I like
Although
I'd
I'd actually be on board with that because do you guys remember the blonde villain? She was hot.
Well, yeah, she had like the kind of the
Yeah, she had hair covering
eye.
one disfigured
Yeah.
eye, so she was
Something
always
about-
like,
something about the one-eyed chicks, like with the hair covering that one eye. We all like that kind of shit.
I love disfigured ladies.
I like
man.
crippled girls.
Yeah.
Low
Whoa,
self-esteem, baby.
For more information on their dating preferences, go to OkCupid.
You can head on over to OkCupid /Val and
It's OkCupid /user/Val and Steve, something like that.
is it really?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh,
Like
Gosh,
/profile
yeah.
or something.
Jim,
Awesome.
they have a dual dating profile. It's most likely the best thing on the internet today.
I heard you. I just heard you. It sounded like you said dual baiting.
They do that too.
Hey, you know what?
That's why they live together. Dual baiting, lots of dual baiting.
Dual
Um,
banging?
Banging. Yeah, they do that as well. Why do they?
I like that.
That's what they do on OkCupid. They find
You
those
know,
girls. to
OkCupid is
dual
filled with
bang.
not attractive people.
Yeah.
That's why we're on it. Targets, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Back to DNA and some DNA.
So that was like my first, attempt doing, anything like printing. We went to a printer. Nowadays, it's so much easier. Like even
with the internet and stuff.
with the internet and with
Yeah.
like digital printing
Kickstarter.
and stuff. But we had to go to there's so many options and so many ways of getting it to people now. But even the printing was so
Yeah,
hard.
so you had to
do.
go to like option out a bunch of printers and find a good price, or
Yeah, it wasn't a good price. It was and you have to get a minimum of 2,000 or something back then, and
oh, man.
I
black
imagine
and
they
white.
tried to take advantage of you as a young aspiring artist.
Gee, well, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did because
You're like, but they used lubes, so it wasn't terrible.
yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
I hope they
So
at least
did-
let you finish.
But now you can literally go to a printer. There's even ones locally here in Arizona called Ready Comics. You can go there. You can get 50 comics at a good price.
That's awesome.
Full color, whatever
you
you
end up
want.
Did you guys end up selling off the DNAs, or do you still have
I
a
still
stack
have
of
a
them?
box filled, but we did really well because I used my atomic connections and
Yeah. And you
Hey,
had
we sold well, but I mean only at Atomic Comics or only in Arizona. So
Hey,
know.
I mean, you got to start somewhere though. That's
Very cool.
that's
Yeah.
cool enough.
yeah,
that you
so
did that.
that was the baby steps. That was like the first little foray into that.
And then what did DNA lead into? What was the next stone
We did
that you
DNA
jumped
too.
to?
No, but I'm just from Atomic and from meeting people on the internet. I met a dude who wrote for Newsarama called Ryan McClelland. He had a comic idea called Philly, and I was like, I can draw. So we did that, and we got it picked up by Arcana Comics.
Was it set in Philly?
It is set in Philly, surprisingly enough. And it was another group of kind of goofy superhero guys who were not quite really good at their jobs. So it was cool. It was very much a learning experience dealing with, because I don't think I'd ever worked off a script from somebody else at that point.
Right.
So learning that, it's doing that, and then working with a colorist from another country.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you do the coloring and the inking and the lettering and all that stuff, or did
No, I just did it straight up the pencil.
Just the
artwork.
pencil?
Now I'm inking my own stuff and stuff like that. But back then I just did the pencils, and then they farmed out some south of the border guy. He did some colors. I think we went through a lot of colors. That's the other thing about comics. You can go through a lot of creative types if you're not paying a lot or anything.
So you went through a couple different colorists that.
Oh yeah, and even on Jackrabbit, we're on our third colorist.
Wow.
Just
They can be
treat them like whores.
Is
Yeah.
Just in and out.
oh, Jesus Christ! I mean, south of the border, not as many rules.
Well, we are in Arizona. It's Wild
Um,
West over here.
It is. Cowboys
Build that
shoot-
wall!
Shooting them off in the air. Is Jackrabbit still running? Is that where you're currently at?
Yeah, we're on. We just finished issue 2, so that should be out really soon. We'll have it.
Oh, that's what I thought. Because I was kind of
Yeah.
doing some research before you came on the podcast to kind of find out where you were at, and I didn't know if that was a continuing series because it looked really, really interesting and really cool. you want to kind of explain what Jackrabbit is?
I guess.
Hello? I totally,
There we go.
Oh, you made it back just.
That was amazing, man.
I totally hit like, I'm like, well, click, gone.
I don't even know
What
what
were we
just happened.
talking about?
We just had a technical difficulty. We're gonna
yeah.
cut that out.
I hope
No,
so.
we're not. We don't edit.
Explain some jackrabbits.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh
You
wait,
said you're doing-
Jim, did you just totally drop? I don't have the.
Oh
video.
yeah,
totally
no,
dropped.
he
Yeah,
totally
I totally
dropped, and then just as
totally
he finished
gone.
talking, he like made it back in. I thought you were trying to cover for him or
Yeah.
something.
Damn it! If I would only know.
So I heard nothing. Please ask your question again. So I will not touch my keyboard anymore.
That's funny. No, I was just talking about Jackrabbit, and then I researched it before you came on, and I didn't know if it was still ongoing or what was going on with it, and then I asked you to explain Jackrabbit to everybody.
Okay. Well, this I heard now. No, it's going to be a 5-issue series. We just finished the second one, got the finished colors literally last week or whatever. So we're on to 3. We're working on 3 now, but yes.
How long does it take you guys to complete an issue?
Well, longer than it should.
We know what that's like.
Because you're in the independent comic world here. No, I mean, I can get my stuff done within a reasonable time, but like I said, we go through colorists. Like, I gave the guy who we let go off of this, who was coloring the second issue, literally took 4 months to do 2 pages or something like that.
What are these
so.
coloring guys doing that takes them so goddamn long?
I don't know. Either I mean, I'm sure a lot of these guys have day jobs and stuff like that, but also
Coloring is hard.
it's not easy.
Yeah, no, it's not easy.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think a lot of guys take on too much work too. I mean, we're paying, which is rare sometimes for like independent guys too. But
Yeah. How do you find these guys?
The internets.
Craigslist.
Wild
There you go.
west of
Trading favors. On
Yeah.
So is it really easy to get a hold of them,
Casual
basically?
So I mean, we went through all, but we finally got a guy, Ivan Placentia, I think. He's FCO's cousin.
Placenta.
Placenta. I don't know. He's awesome.
Come on.
He's
Sounds
professional.
It looks good though.
It looks amazing.
Do you want to kind of break down what Jackrabbit is? Because the first issue, like the preview stuff that I saw, it was actually really interesting. I was really intrigued by it.
It's basically, it's 1930s crime noir detective, your classic Humphrey Bogart type. But there's a little twist of he investigates supernatural crime, not just crime, just anything, So I mean, he kind of started off in a former life as a boxer. He kind of got hit in the head too many times. Decided to change, professions. Ended up being a private investigator, but then somehow fell into this, and he's not a fan of it either. So he's kind of stumbling along and with demons and ghosts and whatever else.
Well,
And dead
really
kids.
cool.
Don't
I just
forget that.
imagine.
Yeah.
I imagine a guy
Yeah.
from Brooklyn, like, oh, how do I cast this magic spell over here?
Well, what I was gonna
Give me
say.
some gabagool.
The way that he's written, actually, if you read it in
it's similar,
Steve's
yeah.
voice, it's really fucking funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm definitely gonna
He
read it.
plays a little more stupid than he is. He's a little bit smarter than he plays, but he definitely plays like that kind of stupid angle a little bit, like when he's doing the.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
Steve
good.
sounds like. So.
What
What do I sound like?
like an idiot.
Like a Jersey schmuck.
Is that your
Fuck
only
all of you.
is that your only current project, or do you have another one that you're doing as well alongside?
That's my main
this fellow?
focus. There's always other little things cooking, but I mean, what I can talk about, I guess.
And then
Yeah,
do
I
you
mean,
remember real
The
quick?
Spotlight as well. Let's not forget, I guess, about that. I did
Yeah,
that a
what's-
while ago.
Is
but,
that a while ago type of thing, or is that like
well,
a one-off?
again, like I did it a while ago,
Yeah.
and yet it just took forever to get it finished. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
finished my part drawing it like almost 2 years ago,
And
probably.
then everyone
Oh,
else just
shit.
took forever.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to blame it on everybody else because I can be slow sometimes too.
Yeah, I mean,
True, it happens. Life happens. But no, I mean, this is just one of those things. We just didn't have a huge budget as well, so
Yeah.
the coloring just.
It's always
Yeah.
the coloring, man.
Yeah, I always blame. I love colorists. Any
I'm gonna
colorists?
get into the coloring
colors.
game just to do it quicker.
No,
than
if you're on time and you do your work good and solid, you could get a lot of money.
Have you ever thought of just moving to just black and
No,
white?
he's- Oh,
Nobody responds to black and white. I don't think.
That's
Walking
true.
Dead.
As a reader,
Oh,
no.
I mean,
I won't pick
the original
up the
Scott
Walking
Pilgrim.
Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim was that one. Yeah. That's
It's,
right.
it's
Yeah.
hard.
I mean,
But
there's
it's
a couple that seem to work out. I mean, you're
I mean,
definitely
Punk Rock
right that there
Jesus
aren't a
looked
lot.
amazing, but I'm gonna say I'm not as good as Sean Murphy. Like you can look at that guy's art and be amazed, black and white. But I mean, I prefer looking at I don't know, colors. That'd be
Right.
nice.
That's true.
But
We like colors here too. We like the full rainbow.
oh, I didn't realize this was a kind of podcast. Huh?
So what actually is Spotlight about?
Basically, like I came up with the initial idea for it, and then Mark Polton wrote it, and also with Murat Michaels, we all kind of came together on this. But it was basically the concept was, what if Entourage was like a superhero instead of an actor? So it's like,
Oh.
yeah. So that's yeah.
Powers. Oh.
I can get into that.
Is Aziz Ansari in your comics?
I wish.
Aziz. No, you mean
Randy.
Aziz Ansari isn't on Entourage?
Hey, Aziz.
Randy.
Randy. Superhero version of Randy.
That's my next project. As a matter of fact, it's gonna be Randy the comic.
Watch, don't get sued.
So is that out now? That can be picked up?
Yeah, that's on Comixology. You just go on Comixology. I think they're going to put it in previews at the end of November? I don't know, somewhere. So early next year it'll be actually in comic stores, but they put it on Comixology first. It'll just be like a one-shot trade type thing for that. But Jackrabbit, is ongoing. Well, 5-issue series to start out with, and then we'll see from there.
Yeah, no, that's super rad. Do you remember Powers buying a Deadpool picture that you drew?
I think I do.
Powers,
Like
do
a
you have it?
Get it,
Do you
man.
not see my video right now?
Is it? Where is it? Is it? Oh wait, you have
All the way
it.
over there. Yeah, we
You have,
definitely.
like hidden
far away.
behind you.
It's way in the
We're
distance.
just watching
like a
your
mile.
video.
Well, the whole time he's sitting in the Deadpool's sitting in the background right now.
Why
No,
isn't
I
he-
see your
why isn't he at
shadowy
the
figure in the
whiteboard?
background. Why don't you put it beside over there where it says arrow to the knee? That one thing.
Oh God, Powers.
And we can see it. No,
All right.
I can see it.
All right, give me a second. Viewers are gonna see a nice
Go
view
get it.
of my
Yeah, go
butt.
get it.
Alright.
This is exciting. I like this. Oh, here it comes.
It's a really good Deadpool. I like it.
Thank you.
I was expecting no pants.
If only.
You know when you're. All right.
Steve, come on.
There we go.
There you are.
There we go. Good
There we
old
go.
Nope.
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Nope. Try.
And, oh,
Did you color that, Jim?
No. I actually got Brian Miller of Hi-Fi Colors, who's like, they do everything for DC and Marvel, all that kind of
very
stuff.
cool.
So I am friends with him, so I called in, the favor, please. And actually, the inker who inked that is Jonathan Glapian, who was the guy who was inking Batman.
Oh,
Yes.
very
So-
Yes.
That's why it looks so good. It's like, I'm okay. But you put like those guys on it, it's like,
Yeah. What
Man, at Comic-Con.
exactly does an inker do? I'm not 100%.
they just trace. No.
That's a joke, right?
Rage.
Yeah,
in the
we're gonna give you
cold.
hundreds of dollars to color in the lines. Can you?
Yeah. No, I think inkers are very important. I mean, there's not very many good inkers left in the world, I think, but they can take, your art and give it so much more depth, and, it's not just going over lines like people.
Right. No, of course.
It's like adding the right thickness in certain areas and adding texture and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It makes you look so much better to have.
That's what
that.
I kind of thought.
Yeah.
Maybe is it more like shading than like tracing?
It's just so much. I'm not even a great inker myself.
Yeah.
I can ink my own stuff, but like somebody who knows what they're doing, it just makes it come more alive. I don't even know how to explain that
Especially
better.
because those mofos can't even erase.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Well,
they're
they can
just
put white
don't
out or
mess up.
something. Yeah.
White out. They just white out.
Yeah. I don't think that's their actual tool right there, but just brush it on over the art.
Speaking of great inking, though, and I'm going to take it into this week's first discussion. How do you like the inking and the art on Superior Spider-Man?
They've used so many different artists, but I love Ryan Stegman, the first artist on there. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Sounds right. I think
And
so.
then, of course, Humberto Ramos.
Roberto Ramos, yes.
Amazing.
Roberto's been doing really good with the
Killing
webbing.
it.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned that you didn't read this week's issue, correct?
No, I did not.
So
feel
we're
free
gonna,
to
yeah, let's go down the line, starting at Val again, like we do in the beginning, and then Val, you can kind
Racist.
of talk about how you felt about it. Unless you want to
Sure.
break it down. Do you want to break down the issue?
No, I don't want to break this one down.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I really like this issue. I mean, it's more Spider-Man just fucking people up again, but I do like the fact that they finally introduce what the Green Goblin is basically doing, because I mean, a couple issues ago we were like he was like oh, he can't ever find us, and then turns out he's got that facial recognition shit going. Then Hobgoblin kind of takes advantage of it without knowing, and it was really nice seeing Green Goblin's opinion on Hobgoblin, which is something I always wondered. Like, does he think he's just a poser, or what does he think about him taking his persona? And it was nice just seeing that, actually. Otherwise, Peter Parker dating that midget, also great.
I didn't realize she was a midget.
That relationship, went to the next level. So
Really?
Well-
Did he bang the midget?
No, I mean they're just getting more serious. They're going to talk
Not
about
yet.
their relationship. So
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
I want
Speaking
full
of
penetration on the midget.
No. Steve, you're next.
Humberto.
Oh, perfect. Overall solid issue, like they always are.
Oh yeah.
The one standout part I liked was at the beginning when fucking Hobgoblin is talking to Tinkerer about how Spidey took out Fisk and like it was nothing, and it was a good observation about how villains are different than heroes, because Spider-Man as a hero, he would have gone on several issues trying to take down fucking Fisk, whatever, but Doc Ock comes in and just cleans house in one issue and just completely unrelenting.
Yeah, right in the beginning, we kind of see Hobgoblin freaking out, like scared for his life. He's like, "Oh shit, I need to arm up because Spider-Man's gone crazy. I don't know what his deal is, but he's gonna come after me and he's gonna motherfucking kill me." Justin, did you get a chance to read it?
I definitely did. I like it. Obviously, I didn't realize she was a midget until this issue when the artist was like,
Are you
"She's so
serious,
short."
man?
Yeah.
What
I
about
think
those
the
midget jokes?
Have
I
you
think
been
the
reading Superior
perspective-
Spider-Man?
I have. The perspective was where I thought she was just short, but then I was like, she's.
It's like this is like some Lord of the Rings
She's like
perspective
really-
camera
Yeah.
work. Then
It must have been. I don't know. Really well done. They should make the Lord of the Rings comic with Dan Slott as the writer. Anyway, I like the pacing of getting things going where Dan Slott doesn't waste time. Like they ousted him with the whole panel thing where they like, New York, I need your help, and it was great. And then
Yeah. Speaking of that panel, did anybody else actually call the number that they put up on the billboard?
well, I was
No,
going to
no.
until you posted.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I wonder if they like recorded something and maybe you get like Spider-Man. Definitely, you get the Pleasure Palace. That is not Spider Palace. That is the Pleasure Palace.
Ah.
Yeah. So don't call that number.
Or do if that's what you're into.
Right. If you're looking for some spider pleasure.
Again, okcupid.com/user/Val.
Or just search Val and Steve.
Powers,
we
If you're
met at the
too-
middle, 25 years old.
Powers, how did you like the issue?
I loved it. I liked that we finally got the villain's perspective, like Val said. We got to see what Green Goblin thought of Hobgoblin, and I was confused on that panel, but from what I understood, he was like, okay, I messed with Spidey's spider cams, so we can go under the radar, but Hobgoblin, I think, is going to ruin it for everybody with this recent crime spree. And I don't like that. And that's what he said, right? Or did he actually, was he happy that Hobgoblin was throwing himself under the bus? I couldn't tell what his opinion was.
Hobgoblin was getting away with using the Green Goblin's like subterfuge.
Yeah, but in that panel, Green Goblin was talking about that, and he was.
I think Green Goblin was looking to test to see if the Hobgoblin could stand up to the Goblin name. Like, he wanted to see if he would present a challenge like he would present
Okay.
against Spider-Man. So
Fair.
I think maybe he's looking to take him under his wing. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Either way, I liked it. Secondly, I really liked that. And over the course of the past, 15, 16 issues before this, we've seen that Doc Ock, Superior Spidey, has been like, why hasn't Parker ever lived up to the potential that is me and what I'm doing? I don't understand.
Yeah, I
And
like
then
that.
he finally realized, and he was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do away with this Peter Parker thing because it's bullshit. Ring, ring, midget girlfriend. And he was like,
Oh, good to see you.
I miss you. Yeah, and then I loved how that,
Well, that-
pulled it back in, and he was like, that's why Peter Parker was Peter Parker, and he wasn't just Spider-Man.
Well, the reader realized that. I
Hold
don't
on.
think Doc
He
Ock has
didn't-
yet.
He didn't get, oh, I'm going to talk to you. He said we're going to talk about it. He didn't say, yeah, we're going to be together. He said we need to have a conversation.
No, but he
right,
was
right.
really excited about it.
Yeah, when he answered the phone, he said, wow, it's actually really good to hear from you. Like, he was surprised that he thought that himself. And like Val
I don't
or
know.
Justin pointed out, I loved the ending, and he hacked into every single screen in the New York City vicinity. And he was like,
City.
yeah, New Yorkers, you're the heroes today. Help me find this man, Phil Urich, a.k.a. Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
That was great. That was fantastic. And, you know, he has a whole lot to live up to as Hobgoblin. He has bills to pay. Hey,
Now, based on our opinions, Jim, how do you think you liked the issue?
I enjoy it. I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy it since the whole story's been ruined now. No, but I've been enjoying this whole series. Like, it's cool seeing Doc Ock like this. You know what I mean? It's like,
Refreshing.
yeah, like, because I haven't been
It's
interested
not,
in Spider-Man in forever, and I'm like, on a whim, I'm just like, okay, I'll try this whole Doc Ock thing. It's an interesting concept, and I didn't think they could do it for more than like 6 issues, maybe.
Yeah, and they're
And I'm
killing
like,
it.
yeah, it's like, when are they going to end it, or are they? I mean, eventually you'll see Peter Parker being back.
I hope
but
we get like 50 issues at least.
It's starting to look like that because the
You
way
know,
we
we could get 50 issues as Captain America. I'm sure we're gonna get Doc Ock for a while.
well,
I
you
think
know what?
As long as they can milk it, man, I think it'll be great.
Yeah,
and it's been great. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's one of my favorite reads.
And do you think that with the future of the Marvel verse, with Infinity and the merging of universes coming in, do you think Infinity, which starts next week, that's gonna whatever happens in Infinity is going to put Peter Parker back? Or
Oh.
I mean, I think that's the only way that they're gonna explain
theory.
if Peter Parker comes back is
No.
it's gonna be something in
I
Infinity.
hope
No. Why would they care? Why would Spider? No. Did you?
Val
No,
says
it's
no.
just not gonna happen. Spider-Man is such a minor character on a universal scale. Like, he's got Doc Ock, but it doesn't matter. No,
Absolutely.
they're fixing the universe, not Peter Parker's storyline.
Well, they're merging the Ultimate
Yeah,
Universe.
but it is part of the universe, so it's very possible.
I'm
Ultimate
pretty sure
Parker's
they're just
dead,
gonna
though.
bring
I like
in
that theory, Hopper.
little kid
But
Spider-Man.
Peter Parker's dead in both universes.
Yeah, he is.
That's true. That's also true.
But is he
damn,
dead?
yeah.
He's somewhere in there.
They're gonna bring in Miles Morales
He's still in
and then
Doc Ock.
end the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
That's it.
Did you guys read Spider-Man? Anyone?
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
Yeah,
loved
It was
it.
yeah.
good.
Spider-Man
Way
was
good.
No, but
outstanding.
I did tell Disney that they need to work on a Broadway musical called Peter Parker and the Spider-Men because I think that would really kill it.
That title.
You
they
got to
already have
email
a
Bono
Spider-Man
first.
Broadway show.
Yeah. But what about Spider-Man, Justin? You brought it up.
I did? What?
What about
and
it?
it was awesome.
The book, yeah, Spider-Man. It was a 5-issue arc or crossover where Peter Parker went into the Ultimate Universe and was running around with Miles Morales. It was like last summer, I think.
And the way he got into that universe was so cool.
It was cool, though. It handled it. It was done by Bendis.
Flawlessly
And then-
executed.
It was
Yeah.
rated the best crossover of all time.
Yeah.
Wow.
And at the end of it, they had like the mail-in
everyone.
letters, like, what'd you think? And they were like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, are we going to expect any more of this kind of stuff? And Bendis was like, I don't know, maybe stay tuned and you'll see Miles Morales maybe in the 616 universe or something like that. And I
After
guess
Infinity.
that's what this
Dot, dot, dot.
was alluding to is all the Infinity thing. When I heard someone say that they're going to merge the universe, like, oh, that's when they're doing it.
See,
it's
Justin,
exciting
your
times.
knowledge of these side facts is impressive.
Thank you.
Okay.
I like
Hey,
that.
and
Blows
next
my
week
mind
he's gonna
when he
actually
knows
have a
this.
real microphone, so you'll be able to hear him crystal clear.
Yeah.
Fingers
Crystal clear
crossed.
audio.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, so Superior Spider-Man's killing it. I also read this week, and no one else has apparently read it, The Superior Foes of Spider-Man. We were just talking about how we like to see inside a villain's mind with the Doc Ock as Spider-Man. And if you're a fan of Hawkeye, I would highly, highly, highly recommend picking up that series. It's been getting nothing but 5-star ratings everywhere that everyone's read it, and it's, from my opinion, also 5 nuggets out of 5. It's a great read.
Who's writing it?
It is Nick Spencer.
Okay.
He co-wrote Avengers.
There we go.
This
See, I
issue.
knew Justin was going to know who it was. Of course. Justin
We
knows
got
so
Wiki
good with
Justin
the
over
names.
here.
He's got, yeah. Who are some of your favorite
Or did
artists?
he? Maybe
Jim?
I'm wrong. I don't know.
What was that?
Who are some of your favorite artists?
Oh man, I mean, my all-time favorite is Joe Madureira.
All right.
Joe?
Hell yeah.
Did you play
Battle
Darksiders?
Chasers. Oh yeah, definitely. Frank, shut up. You got a crying pug here. Come here. And then
Give that pug some love.
But I mean, recently, some of my favorite guys. Oh my gosh, stop it. Raphael Albuquerque, amazing.
What is he
Sean
on?
Murphy. He's on American Vampire. He's been doing the backups on
Frank.
on Batman. Too. Frank,
He's
calm
been doing
down.
Backups on Batman?
Yeah, it's like the backup story right now. He's the artist on that. I'm gonna beat you up, dog.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the killer bats in Detective Comics? What was it?
No, in just regular Batman with Capullo.
Oh, okay.
With Zero your Batman?
Hold
There's
on,
so
let me
many
get-
Batman.
Yeah, Zero. Yeah. Hold on, let me get rid
Go
of this
take care.
dog.
Go take care of Frank.
AFK.
When
Oh my gosh, for everyone not with
when-
video, Jim Hanna's kicking the dog. Oh my god. Oh, man.
And he lit it on fire. Reddit. We need help.
There goes the dog. It's lit on fire.
We killed Frank.
Burn it.
Frank is dead.
You heard it first.
It's okay, everyone. We're gonna eat
Right.
Frank.
He'll come
No,
back.
no.
and
Yeah,
get
it
you.
will be used.
This is a memorial issue now.
Yeah,
to
he's
Frank
very
the
fat,
pug.
so.
Can we, after we eat his good meat, can we make a stew out of his bones and then his other nasty meats?
Yeah, nothing goes to waste.
Nothing goes to waste at all.
Nothing goes to waste. For all you natives watching.
Some moccasins off of a.
And then I know, since we were just talking about Spider-Man and some villains and some good artists, one of the art that me and Justin were talking about earlier before the podcast start was on Avengers. Who, Justin, again, was the first artist?
Stefano Caselli. Are you talking about the when it started? Was I believe Steve Epting, who worked with Hickman during Fantastic Four run.
Yeah, the one that we really enjoyed.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Was
pretty sure it
Epting?
was Epting. I can't remember the exact. I just know that Caselli's on it right now because I'm a big fan of Caselli. He's done Spider-Man, Avengers Initiative, and a bunch of others. But
Jim, do you read any of the Avengers titles?
You know what? Because there's so much. If you read
There
everything, like Justin, I know you read everything. So I mean, it's just impossible to keep. I have a stack right now, and I just read.
I too have a stack. It's okay.
I bet you have a bigger stack than me. I'll be honest.
All right.
Hey, let's not compare stacks, Jim.
It's not about stacks. It's about
Not about the size of the stack. It's
about the girth of the stack.
Something like that. I don't know. We should have asked a lady when we had her on. So what's going on in Avengers right now is they're building toward Marvel's event Infinity, and it's been this really awesome ride up to this point where we're at right now, where the team has the tagline is "We need to get bigger." So the team's been getting bigger.
Yeah.
Justin, do you want to break down this issue? Because I know you're really excited about it.
I can break it down real fast, I guess, but I'm mostly. If someone else wants to break it down, I just want to comment on a lot of things more than anything. Someone else break it down.
Let me open mine, and I can do it. So,
All right, you do it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So what happens here in this issue, real fast, is when we left them, we had that planetary defense system that AIM unleashed that just took out the Avengers. So they go and they collect their animal. They collect their robot, and they're like, "Hey, we got this robot," and they store him in between two dead universes, which was kind of interesting. So AIM goes and collects that shit. The Avengers are all knocked down, and then AIM starts like taking DNA or something from all the Avengers. And Manifold, our man Manifold, who I'm a huge fan of now, he shows up and just fucking starts. First he throws his spear at one of the dudes, and then he just
So
starts
good.
like, and then he
Best
just like
scene in the
starts. Yeah,
yes,
he's like,
exactly.
I'm
Best
gonna
scene.
start teleporting you guys. Just I don't give a fuck where you're going. You're going
get the
somewhere.
fuck
You're
outta
going
here.
somewhere. You're going somewhere. Just throws everyone into different universes or different places in the universe. It's a great couple panels. And then we wake up Captain America, and Bruce Banner is laying naked somewhere in some room.
Typical
And,
Wednesday. Typical Wednesday.
Yeah, typical Wednesday. Then we go. We get the team back together, and they discuss that Manifold needs to tell them to get bigger from the universe. So they're like, all right, let's get bigger. And then all of a sudden we find out what's been going on. Tony Stark and Captain America bring Bruce Banner into the fold reluctantly, and they go and collect Ex Nihilo and Abyss from Mars. So the people, from the beginning of the issue 1, where Ex Nihilo launches those bio missiles at Earth, we collect him, and now he's an Avenger. So that was kind of an interesting twist. And then we head on over to the Sun, where Tony Stark is building a Dyson sphere, and we collect Night Mask and Starbrand, and now we have all of the cards in place for Infinity. Justin, what are your comments?
So I thought it was kind of rapid fire. It wasn't one of the greater Avengers issues because it was like, let's just go get all these things done. I like the Manifold scene, as I said, and it was really fast with them all recovering, and then it was like I kind of wanted more from when they went with Ex Nihilo and Abyss. It was like, want to come join us? Okay. And they just went. Like, it was flawless. No showdown,
No, Ex Nihilo had like a whole page where he was like pontificating. He's like, I'm a creator. I see all it is to be. Blah, 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 blah. Now I'm an Avenger.
No, he was like, Ex-Hello, Avenger.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it.
Where he was like, the art in that
it's like
sequence
this,
was kind of off too.
Ex Nihilo, Ginyu Force member and Avenger.
Yeah, he was. It was. I just wish there was, I don't know, more of it. It was like, I don't know, like a conflict of some kind. I don't know. I'm cool. I like the fact that they're all together. That's cool. But and I really liked the panel at the end where they were all like posing in their like battle shots. And Starbrand looks so much like with Quasar. What is that? Is he? You know, I don't know. But
So awesome.
Now that you
he looks freaking cool as shit. But I don't know why he looks
especially
like
the
Quasar.
70s collar.
Yeah. So anyway, Val, you got your hand raised. What do you got?
Well, I was just gonna talk about me next.
Oh,
my
okay.
opinions.
Well,
Oh, wait, I'm not
Yeah.
done with the Avengers.
no, I mean,
Right, no, I
just
was
saying,
talking my
he's
opinion
got
on the Avengers next.
Oh,
Yeah, but
gotcha.
I mean, it was just, it was very fast, and it's like, let's just, and it was like end prelude. So I felt like, I'm glad that we're on to the next thing, but there wasn't really much going on in this issue except that cool scene with Eden, Manifold. By the way, if you guys like Manifold, I promise you it's worth your time to go back and read Hickman's Secret Warriors. Just do it. That's where the character's introduced, and you'll see it's just good shit.
Well, you know I like black dudes, so I'm in.
Dude,
Hello.
Bringing it back. Bringing it back.
bringing it back.
Justin, actually, real quick, Val, before it's gonna leave my brain. His uniform is Quasar's. Essentially, it's this exact same
It is.
logo.
It's just
So-
like
Yeah, he looks
straight.
like Cassidy.
Yeah, it does. I mean, has Starbrand been announced to be in any movies? Like, is this his introduction, or is this a
It's definitely his
coincidence?
introduction.
Okay.
He was around, I think, in the 80s. Him and
Are you
Night
sure?
Mask.
Is he
Yeah.
going to be in the Guardians movie? Do we know? Is he one of the characters that they
No.
mentioned?
I don't think
No.
he was ever cosmic though.
No, he was not mentioned for the Guardians movie. Not at all.
Okay. Okay.
Not at all.
All right.
research
On to
is
Val.
needed.
On to Val.
All right. Well, just to let the Nuggeteers know who are listening, I will be releasing a blog, a little read-along with this issue. So anyone who wants to read along and read my commentary as you're reading, I'll be publishing that a few days, after this, just
I
so
just got a
people
little
can
excited. That
not
sounds
get
fun.
spoiled. Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be called the superhero snapshot. So it's just gonna be like little snapshots of the issue with my responses to the shit that's going on as the comic is being unveiled and my thoughts on it. But a few thoughts I'll mention on this. The art was great or it pissed me off, depending on where I was looking. Like, the production, he just looked like he had the juiciest female curves. Like, he's just turning around, he's like, hello? Like, just his pose
Wait,
just
who?
looked unnatural. He had that.
You're talking Exnilla, right?
Yeah.
And he was
Yeah.
looking real lanky too.
Yeah, he was looking
Yeah.
all lanky
Yeah.
and sexy,
Yeah.
like he was like in an old painting. And he's
I agree, but
like, hello.
doesn't he change his form? Or am I thinking of? I know Starhawk.
No,
does
he's
that,
just a
but-
jacked bull guy. I mean, no,
Starhawk,
yeah,
man, I loved that.
Hello.
yeah. Look at this guy, just posing like a gentleman. Another thing is
Almost
Cap-
presenting.
Cap's face outside of the mask looks great. He's got his hair, his jaw,
Yeah.
and then you put the mask on, and he looks like he's 80 years old. Like they zoom on his face, and he has all these.
I did
lines.
not like the
And-
artist for this issue.
You're right.
Yeah,
no,
look
that's
at this.
something-
Like he looks
terrible
like
Cap.
he's dying.
Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa Cap over here.
that panel right there. That's I had an issue with the art that week in this book. It felt like they rushed that, and another book which we'll talk about in a minute, hopefully.
Yeah.
But
And I felt like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff happened fast. It was cool, like, ooh, end of prelude. Here we go. It's time. And I do like the fact that they collected just powerhouses on the whole team. Just everyone on the whole team is just like class 100 strength, and then Spider-Man and Wolverine. Everyone. And
I know
then
they were like, "Where's Wolverine when he would actually be helpful for
Wait,
once?"
Falcon was in there too.
yeah, and Falcon. Falcon was there with all the
you get a little
universally
panel with him.
powerful.
Made me smile
And,
so hard.
Joe, can you just pop up the last panel where they're all just kind of standing
I
there
was,
posing?
I was holding that up again.
Can you just zoom in on Spider-Man for me?
pretty good looking.
So good.
Why does his web just look like he's spraying semen everywhere though? Like that's the
you
one
would be
thing I
the
didn't-
one to say
They
that.
don't have Humberto Ramos on it, so
Yeah.
it's not that like nice, thick, juicy.
It's just
Whoa.
like his webs are just
Yeah.
juicing everywhere. Where's he even shooting them?
He's
Like
just
where's
all
he
over the
going?
reader,
Where's
all
he
over-
He's
aiming?
literally
It's just-
making a flare web is all he's doing.
It's-
It's for the shot. It's for the panel shot.
It's for the kids.
It's like when those
it looks horrible. It looks like
cheerleaders
he's
have
inseminating.
streamers or something where they're just
It's like he's like, let's go
It's like
save
silly
the
string.
world,
Yeah.
and then he's just flailing. I don't know.
Speaking of
Good issue though.
of
I'm
characters, did you guys see the cover? It's like this girl antler Aleph, or two Alephs and girl antler ex nihilo.
Huh.
Like
Yeah.
what is the deal with that?
I was curious what that was too.
Like I thought we were gonna get
well-
that, but they didn't even touch on that. It's like two Alephs and
Yeah, we'll probably find out next. They've been doing it though with all of the Avengers covers. They've had kind
Yeah.
of weird covers that don't match up with the content of the issue.
mhm.
Yeah.
they're trying to trick you guys.
Yeah, it is.
I know I seem to be one of the only ones. I know Joe does sometimes, but using the Marvel AR app. I don't know
Oh,
if you
I love
guys
it.
checked into this issue.
I did.
Do people actually
okay.
use that
Yeah, me and Powers both
Yes.
use it. It's fun.
all the
So
time?
yeah, some of the stuff is
Like,
great,
No,
and
some
like
of
in
the
this
stuff
issue,
is lame, and some of it is really cool.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it is
seems like-
actual content, but in this issue, in the Marvel AR app, they specifically mention Havoc being on the team for Uncanny X-Men for media attention because they were talking about, who would you put on your super team? Because the Avengers are putting together a super team. What would
Well,
you
they
do? And
They mentioned him being media savvy, like he has worked with the media in the universe before, and that's why they picked one of the reasons why they picked him for the team.
oh well, I was wondering, do you think they specifically mentioned and have placed Havoc in the role that he's in now because they want to get audiences familiar with Havoc for Days of Future Past and Avengers 2? Or that's Quicksilver.
He's-
Yeah,
Damn it!
Havoc was
figurehead.
I
already
want
in
to
first
talk about
class.
Avengers.
No, it was in the Avengers issue. This Marvel.
Oh
AR.
yeah, let's give Steve a chance to talk.
Yeah, Steve, how did you feel about the issue
I
before
got
we
some tidbits,
tackle
man.
Havoc?
First, after reading the whole issue, and I got to the part where it said end of prelude,
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
are you freaking serious? That was the prelude?
Yeah.
So either way, I got to go back and reread everything, because naturally I forgot a lot of what happened.
You got 17 issues to catch up.
Here's one thing I didn't like about the issue was I totally thought we were going to see Hulk come because he transformed last
Yeah,
ise, and then
yeah,
we just
yeah.
get to see him wake up this
Yeah,
issue.
Yeah, it
It's
turns out
disappointing.
Hulk doesn't know how to get to Australia.
Yup, man.
Yeah, just he could make it there. Jump.
Oh.
Yeah, but how does he know where he's going? He's the fucking Hulk. It
He
was-
can
He'll
get
jump
there
so high,
eventually.
it'll be like his own Google Map.
Yeah, but he
Satellite
doesn't have
view
Captain
only,
Marvel
though.
to send
Only
him down
satellite
again.
view.
The other
You know-
big thing, gentlemen, if you noticed, I believe the last two circles on the hictograph, the top and the bottom,
I was
are
curious
filled
about that.
in with Ex Nihilo and Abyss.
Is that what
Were
that
they
was?
really?
I think it's gotta be them.
Nope. Wait, oh, you mean
No, they're not filled in
you
yet.
mean the mid circles?
No, the top
No,
two,
the
because
very
they're
top and
big,
very bottom.
important circles, and I was like, I wonder what those big, important circles are going to
I've
be.
been wondering too.
Duh.
You're
Like,
right.
it could very well be.
They're empty.
Or it could
That's
be
what I was thinking.
Starbrand and
Adam.
other guy.
Adam.
Night Mask.
Other,
I think there's already a Night Mask and a
Black
Starbrand
Mask.
symbol, though.
Oh,
No,
wait,
they're-
you're right. Is it?
They're not in there. No.
No, they're
None of
not.
the ones that they
Isn't
recruited.
Starbrand and Night Mask they're the most powerful? Out of all of them?
They're pretty damn powerful.
Don't know. No idea.
Okay.
What I did love though is Iron Man was he's still with the Guardians, and so he's all
Yep.
doing everything remotely
In
through
his
an
remote
empty,
suit.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
an empty iron suit. And
his
last issue,
remote-
Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
in last issue, he was like, Thor, by the way, I'm not really here. And his helmet lifts up, and there's nobody inside. He's like,
yeah,
I'm
and
kind
he's
of
like
out in
on a
space.
monitor. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm in space with a talking raccoon.
I
You know,
love they did that so much.
Space, weird stuff. And Thor looks at him and he goes, I know this. Mjolnir was forged in a dying star. Hello.
Brother.
Duh.
Brother!
Yeah,
Thor would just be
brother.
like, duh.
His
I'm a god, bro.
Speaking of that Iron Man mask, he looked really sad. Like that suit looks sad. Like
It looks
like
like a fish.
That was just the way it was drawn,
Yeah,
It
man.
was
He
that
looks
rush
very
art
sad.
issue today.
I
but
thought
that
you were
being-
going to say, speaking
moving-
of.
moving back to you mentioned Havoc real quick. I don't really think that they're trying to get everyone familiar with him because that book that he's in is not very good. So it's not like
Oh.
great.
Poor Reminder.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
really
yeah.
not trying hard.
So I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, let's get this
However-
character popular that we're not making money off of.
Yeah.
He's
However,
already in first class anyway. But you
before we
wouldn't
go
know that 'cause
on
you haven't seen it.
to Justin's, he wanted to talk about Uncanny X-Men.
All new X-Men.
Or all new X-Men. Hopper, why don't you give us a question to all debate? We're kind of all in a talkative mood at the moment.
I
I'm a
will,
master debater.
but first it's on my brain. Speaking of Thor, the new trailer's out today, everyone. Go to our website, look at it. Oh my god, so good!
Well, see, now that you did that, we've moved into Val's Nuggets. So,
Yeah, great. So I guess you just
You're gonna
ruined
take over.
everything.
Oh
You-
god,
you
Val,
get to take
don't
over.
worry.
Wonderful.
My
Val,
all new
I didn't-
six is brief.
Yeah,
didn't
I mean
mean
that
to-
was my really only nugget, just talking about the trailer that just launched today. But who cares? Because that's what I want to talk about. So why don't we just go by and say what we all thought? I'm gonna
Well, hold
start
up.
first because it's
Jim,
my
Jim,
segment.
did you get to see the trailer?
Oh yeah.
I'm horrible today. If you
Yeah,
had
what's
told
up?
me what we were talking about. No, I haven't. I saw it. I didn't click it yet. I have not watched it yet. I've seen the other teasers, but I have not seen the.
Oh god.
Yeah, I will be after we're done here. Trust me.
Okay. Well, I'm just
You're
gonna
in for a
tell
treat,
you.
Jim.
Yeah, you're in for a treat, except for the fact that all the action looks super lame. He's not fighting anything big and bad and scary, which is what I want to see when I see Thor fight. And Sif's shield looks super tiny. Like, what's the point? Like, it's a little buckler, but it's not even round. It's like she's
Like
just
a
got
little-
this little triangle. And she's like, I'm cute. I have a shield and a little sword.
One, I'm gonna say, I think that it's gonna be a big reveal. Like in the movie, they're gonna be like, "What is that? A shield?" And then she's gonna be like, "Yeah," and all of a sudden she's gonna be like, "Poof, yeah, exactly." It's gonna just like
Yeah.
expand, and they're gonna be like, "Not bad, okay."
But I mean, all in all, I think it's going to be a better film. It just looks like it's grander. It's more fantasy-like. It
As
looks
it should
dark.
be.
I'm
As it
excited. Yeah, there look like there are going to be some really big fights, but they're just kind of leaving the audience out and showing us only a few times of him swinging the hammer. I do like in the battlefield sequence when he breaks that rock creature, and that rock creature is actually.
I
ruined
agree.
that,
They
man.
fucking ruined that. I was like,
Why
I should
did
look
they-
away. I should look away, and I didn't.
Why didn't they keep that out? Like they could have just showed it showing up and then cut. They didn't have to show it. Actually.
What, the rock guy? Oh,
Yeah.
who cares? You know there's going to be a bunch of them. You know what they are.
He's gonna form back together, I bet. But I
They're
love
those
how
aliens. Remember
Yeah,
in
but it
World
was so
War Hulk?
funny how they did it. It was so
But
good.
do you remember in World War Hulk those rock guys that hung out with Hulk? Like,
Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
yeah, that's those guys.
Are you
Look
you
at-
have
oh, yeah.
confirmation that it is
Watch
that
it.
race?
Oh, I don't know if it's that specific
it's probably
race,
the movie version of
but
it. Yeah.
look at them. They're modeled right after him.
Those
Like,
guys were
there's-
more yellow, and this guy's gray. So.
Oh,
That's
but he's
awesome.
a rock guy with the
Don't
same
doubt
shaped
that.
head. So why don't you just deal with it and realize it's a movie adaptation? That's my thoughts.
Steve,
Great.
how did the trailer bring the thunder for you, Steve?
Well, I was watching the trailer as we were talking, and you guys were in my ear at the same time. So I got as much out of the trailer as I needed to, and that was Thor hitting shit, and then people saying some dialogue that I didn't catch. So overall, good trailer, man. it's exactly how the movie's gonna be to me. So we're good.
Blah blah blah. Thor throws a hammer.
All right, so Justin, what did you think?
Well, who doesn't love Loki, right?
Loki.
I've stated multiple times
New
how much I
Yorkers,
love
probably.
how much I love that character, especially Kid Loki. But I don't know. I think everything is just bigger and better this time. Like I liked Thor, and except there were parts like in the third act where I felt like it was kind of lacking in the first movie. But I feel like this one is just it's got so much more going on, so much more content, so much more character development.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to have more character
They don't have to
development.
introduce anything
Yeah,
anymore,
they can just
except,
get
the
straight
new
to like
enemies.
telling a story with these characters, with the Asgardians. It's them in Asgard more, and so we get more of just Thor being able to be Thor at his fullest and not having to run around with humans and stuff and being
I think
Donald
it's gonna be
or whatever.
way,
Yeah,
way
be
better.
part
I
of
like
it
the
for
first
forever.
one, but yeah, I'm sure this new one's gonna be really awesome.
Yeah, I got
Just-
Go
Yeah,
final
no,
thing.
yes.
One of the charms of the original one, though, was him interacting and not knowing like human cultures. So
Yeah,
like,
the
or-
fish
Yeah,
out
but
of
we got
water
to see
thing.
that. Great, move
Yeah.
along. You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah,
we needed
exactly.
that, and it was fun, but like I'm
But-
just
with
yeah.
Natalie Portman there, they can do the opposite now, where she's not familiar
Right.
with.
Which is
She's now
interesting.
the
That's one of my
fish.
points. It looks
Yes,
like,
Hopper.
and then maybe just be bad trailer editing. Not as bad as the Ender's Game trailer. Seriously, internet, don't watch it.
didn't
But it
work.
looks like that they have a big focus on Jane Foster and the scientist. I forget his name.
Thor.
No. The older guy. He was in
Oh, what is his
Avengers.
name?
Stop it.
Skarsgård guy.
Yeah.
Yup.
Whatever. Like it has a focus on the actual Earth science, which, as we've talked about, I really hope they don't do because Thor is magical.
It
and I
looked
hope
like
that
they were there
don't
for
make
2
it.
seconds. I don't think they're going to be in the movie.
Yeah, like I said, it may just be the way the edit or the trailer was edited, but
They'll be in the beginning of the movie, and then we won't see him again. That's what's
yeah,
gonna
exactly.
happen.
Like
Guaranteed.
it's
You
too
want-
early
you
to
want
speculate.
You want them to introduce magic so that they can have like strange and a whole bunch of other things come into the
Oh, yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
They'll-
Last
they'll
thought
do
of this
something.
trailer, it's pretty much confirmed that Jane Foster gets that Thor dick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, how's the super strength gonna play in? Maybe we'll talk about that next time on Val's Nuggets.
If you want to see how super
Joe,
strength
what do
leads
you-
into relationships,
what did you think?
Actually, we'll swing it back to me for my hypothetical, since we.
Is that your question to us? How would you handle Thor's dick?
No.
like a champ, homie.
All right, go down the line, Val.
The only
I would take just the tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels, and then I would take more.
He calls it
I would
Mjolnir or
probably
whatever.
like
you probably feel astonishing.
I see what you did
There's-
there. Yeah, I see
Thank
what
you.
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. My hypothetical this week, it brings it back to Superior Spider-Man. So Octavius took over Spider-Man and changed him superiorly. And my hypothetical, my question to you is, what do you think a superior Hulk would be? And I say Hulk because, he's about to join the party in the Avengers. He's going to join. Like, we haven't seen Hulk enter the battlefield as, this new Avengers run. He's awesome, and I think it'd be really fun to see the villain in Hulk, Bruce Banner, be like, oh man, this is great, I'm Hulk. Oh shit, I have no control. And I'm just wondering if it would even work the same way, or it'd be comedic, like, what the...
It looks like Val already has an opinion.
Yes. And, but final thought, Val, do you think Superior Spidey would only work? Or do
Well,
you think...
my opinion is that Hulk is currently Superior Hulk. I mean, the Indestructible run is basically Banner going, hey, let's take Hulk to the next level and be awesome instead of shitty. So I'm
Which is
pretty
true.
sure that's already going on with
Yeah, I mean,
with
it's
Indestructible
like
Hulk.
having Banner's brain in the Hulk is basically Superior Hulk, I would think.
Yeah,
Unless
that's-
you wanted the leader to take over, then it'd just be evil, smart Hulk. So, I mean,
I just like seeing Banner do Banner things like he does in Indestructible, and then seeing Hulk do separate them. I don't need the Hulk to be smart. I don't need Banner to be strong. I just like them taking on their roles successfully.
Oh,
like
no,
Banner
I mean,
currently in
what if
Indestructible.
Doc Ock took over Bruce Banner and was like, I'm a bad guy in a good guy's body.
Oh.
Oh shit, Hulk.
No, I don't think that would last very long at all because he would go into his body and then he would make one mistake and everyone would be like, Hulk made a mistake, chase him down, kill him,
Lock him up.
throw him into the sun.
Exactly.
He fucked up once. Too
No, I
dangerous.
feel like
Throw him into the sun.
the villain would get into Bruce Banner's head, and then the Hulk would just be like, "Yo, you're not Banner. What are you doing here?" And he would just boot him out. Like, there's no
Hulk
taking
is strongest there is.
Yeah, you can't.
So
take
do we
over
think that
brain.
Superior Spider-Man is the only character that actually works, would fit comedically, would fit characteristically? Like, that's what I'm wondering. But
That's
I would love.
interesting. That's interesting. We could have like Quantum Leap
some
where
thoughts.
Doc Ock just goes through.
all of the heroes?
Every-
Yeah, he's like,
the entire-
and so instead of like a Barney Stinson, who do I want to sleep with on my list next? It's Doc
Yeah.
Ock. Who do I want to possess next?
Who else would be funny?
A superior Daredevil would be nice.
Oh, that might work
Superior
too.
Captain America could just. Oh,
Captain America's
everyone
up
follows
there.
Cap. If someone got in Cap and played it
That
cool,
would be funny, man.
Yeah, Avengers, it's time to launch a bunch of nukes everywhere and rape's legal.
Yeah,
Well,
that
Captain
would
America
actually be
just said
great.
that, so-
Like Doc Ock could be like, wait a minute, I'm in Captain America's body. I don't do anything. Avengers assemble. Oh my God, everybody listens to me. Oh,
Yep.
oh, that's
That's
what
my
Captain
power.
America does.
Here's the
That's
thing,
right.
though. I could see another villain, not necessarily Ock, because then if Cap started being all science, he'd be like, "Where'd you learn all this shit?" And then they would blow his cover. It'd have
Yeah.
to be some other villain who was more
Like
better,
Red
like
Skull?
better, like someone
Actually, yeah.
someone who's good at manipulation.
Like Superior Black Panther.
There you go.
Nope. Guys, actually,
What?
I just got a text from Marvel. Spoiler alert. Thanos is actually going to take over everyone's minds on Avengers. It's going to be a new Infinity Dark Thanos reign. Sorry, I spoiled everything. It's
Dark
Oh.
Thanos reign. Okay.
Yeah,
Why
Dark
did you-
Thanos reign.
Why did Marvel text you at 9:39 about this?
Yeah.
They're
And not
watching
only
the live-
that,
they're
Arizona
watching the
time.
live
They're in New York.
podcast.
They're already in bed.
Marvel
like
as
11
a
o'clock
whole
over there on
texted
that
you?
bitch.
Listen, I would tell you guys and every listener, but NDA, as Jim knows, my hands are tied.
What?
Jim knows this.
How many dicks did you suck to get text messages from Marvel? Invisible text messages.
Too many. But speaking of taking over minds, Jim, real quick, who, if you had to draw one Marvel character that's not Deadpool, would you like to draw? Or if you had to draw one Marvel book.
Oh man, I mean, so tough. But I mean, always growing up is X-Men. That's always
Big-
been
big
and
X-
it used to be
X-Men?
they always would have the best artist or whatever, or the coolest artist on X-Men. And I mean, Wolverine's so played out, but I love drawing Wolverine. Wolverine's one of the coolest looking, and there's so much. You know, I mean,
true.
you can do a lot of different looks for him and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I mean,
Do you read any of the X books that are out now, or any of the Wolverine
I
books?
read the two Bendis ones, the all new X-Men and then
Uncanny.
Uncanny?
Yeah.
Did you read this week's All New?
I just bought them this week. I haven't. I've not.
You didn't take a poop yet, so you haven't had a
I did
chance
not.
to.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's my strategy.
Yeah.
I need my privacy and my time alone. where I
Have you
can
been
focus.
enjoying the All New X-Men run?
Yeah, a lot actually. It was very surprising to me because I was kind of burned out on Bendis. I'm like, I've seen
agree,
enough.
yeah.
I've heard enough. But I'm like, the concept was so cool though. The original
Right,
team
no, it's
coming
super
back. So
awesome.
I'm like, so I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And then I'm like, wow, this is really good. The characters sound right. I mean, they still each character still has that Bendis-y, smart ass thing, but it works so well. He's just doing such a. I'm like loving it because X-Men's been bad for so long that it's so nice to have.
Been hit or miss, I'd say. I kind of
Yeah,
Remember when they
there-
went through
there's
that
been-
weird
there's
anime
been-
phase?
Yeah.
We
Where
won't
all the
talk about
characters
it.
just look like anime characters.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
no, actually the Madureira thing was the beginning of the anime looking stuff. Huh?
God awful.
I thought
Justin.
Fraction Gillen was pretty good at. Oh yeah, all new.
Yeah. Did you want to? You
I
were
did. I wanted to
itching
say
talk
that
about it.
I read the issue and I was like, well, first off, the art was so different. It was kind of cartoony, and I'm not saying it sucks, but it took me out of the level of seriousness that's sort of been there. I mean, the book's been fun because it's been about the new team as teenagers running around dealing with teenager stuff and whatnot. But I still feel like this issue was it was kind of juvenile, and so it was I couldn't take it as seriously as I wanted to. And I was the same thing the issue I had with Avengers 17. I was like, is they just trying to cram these issues out really fast so they can get out of the events in time because there's the new X-Men event?
Well, yeah. Did they set up the Battle of the Atoms?
Not really. I mean, I
So
think
it's
if we might
kinda
have
like a
one more
one-off?
issue. Yeah, but I thought it was there was
It
not really
looked
much
like
that
a
went
one-off
on.
with-
I mean, there was one event that happened in it
A date.
with Beast and the young Jean Grey and the young Beast, and I think that's what everyone was raving to business about. I was like, and he was like, I'm loving the praise. He was on Twitter and he's like, thanks for all the praise about all new X-Men 15. But I'm like, I thought the issue kind of was boring.
Did it end well?
It ended. Wait, what? How? It was like a panel at the end.
I don't know.
with-
But Val, do you have something to say? Because you're
Yeah, no, because I love the fact that it was so juvenile. It was nice to finally see an issue of them just interacting with the school instead of just jumping around from adventure to adventure. It was also nice seeing Jean Grey interacting with
Beast? Wolverine?
her
Oh,
daughter.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Yeah, it was
Pandora.
Yeah, it was nice seeing them like psychically link and go, "Oh, holy crap, that's who you are," and then just avoid each other the whole issue and just be really awkward around each other.
Both times.
Yeah, and I just loved that they look childish. They finally look 16 in these issues, and that they're confused and don't know what they're doing. And I liked that they were training and then trying to pick up girls and getting fat chicks' numbers for a nice girl. Like, I feel better about myself. I got a fat girl's number.
I
While
didn't
my-
do the Cyclops
Val-
Iceman.
Yeah.
That
Val,
was
did
fun.
you just relate to that on a personal level? Is that
Yeah,
It'll-
no, totally.
it'll-
Just lower your expectations, Cyclops. Lower your expectations, and you will
can't
get
always
yourself.
get a Jean Grey?
Yeah,
This is just a preview you'll get.
which
at
was
OKCupid.com.
lovely. I just loved how he was just getting this fat redhead's number as his redhead is just off doing some shit.
With Beast, right?
With
It was like-
Beast. Getting her Beast on.
Not Beast.
Getting
Why
her
not
Beast wet.
Beast.
Beast
when
with
when
two
the last
backs.
time? Yeah. When the last time Beast got lucky?
Like never.
Agent
Probably
Agent
before he was
Brand.
new.
Is that her
Oh,
name?
that's
Agent
right.
Brand?
What
Sword?
happened with them? Did they break up? Or
No, they're still
Yeah.
dating. They're still
Oh,
Yeah, there was
that's
like
right.
an issue like a little bit ago where he was hanging out with her in space.
Yeah,
was- he was just
she's got a
thinking
weird
those
furry
things.
fetish.
In this thing, yeah, that's right.
She digs that blue fur. She's half alien. You know?
But then again, if
We'll get in
Beast
there.
does look like Kelsey Grammer, that was great.
That's a
That was a pretty great casting.
So you
Bill?
guys are
Bilf?
pro Fraser.
Bilf? Beast
Yes.
like the fuck?
A bilf
Yes.
of Beast.
Bilf.
Like the fuck?
Bilf.
It sounds
Let's
like you're
run
you
through
keep
the stages
cutting yourself short.
and think about which version of Beast do we want to fuck.
What do we have? 4 or 5 evolutions?
There was
we've
8.
got tons. If you actually look at the issue, they not only show you his different evolutions, they show you how different artists have interpreted him.
Yeah,
In like this panel at the end, you just get to see all these different ways that he's been drawn.
there was like
And-
10 or 8 beasts.
Yeah, just looking like shit, all
Definitely
of
not
them.
the beauty
Oh,
of
so
Beast.
which one would you,
No.
Val? Which one are you built in for?
I'm actually going more for the doggish extreme X-Men from the mid 2000s.
Yeah, Steve. How about you? What are you bilfing for?
Man, I'll always be a fan of the 90s Beast.
The '90s cartoon Beast.
Classic.
Yep.
Justin, who's your bilf?
Honestly, I like the not the current, but the one right before the current one, where he looked very cat-like, kind of like a big lion face.
Yeah.
Like before,
that
before,
one's
before,
good.
You want to have sex
before he
with
had
that?
his last mutation, he just looked beastly and rugged and dangerous.
You sounded really into it right there. Like you thought about this before this.
You know what kind of man just
Glad you asked, Joe.
Powers, which one are you bilfing for?
I would go with the endangered species. So that's what, one generation ago, mid 2000s.
That's the same one I like.
Yes, that's what I figured. Yes,
Yeah.
that was a good one. You're right. Very feline looking. And then you have
Mhm.
Dark Beast. So if you're into that, 2-at-1
Oh
bilfs.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that D-Bilf is
Beast.
still around.
D-Bilf?
Yeah, D-Bilf.
Jim, how about you? Do you have a beast preference?
I've thought a lot about this in my youth. But if I was gonna bang a beast, it probably would be
Let's just be honest.
like original Blue Beast, like when he was with the Avengers in like the late '70s, early '80s, when he was hanging out.
The one
with-
that kind of just looked like an upright furry guy.
yeah, kind of like Wolverine except blue.
Yeah.
And then
He had the
I'm-
pointed hairs.
yeah.
I'm surprised
the-
nobody picked just kind of normal human beast.
No one wants
That's
that.
because nobody
It's
wants
weird.
that when you're.
Yeah,
when you
did you
ask
see
the
he's all
question,
chunky
who
with
are
that
you
Superman
bilfing
swirl?
for?
Wait, what,
Never-
Steve? Steve?
When you ask the question, who are you bilfing for, nobody's going to choose, oh, yeah, I'll just take them as regular human bees. And can I say, this is one of the stranger topics we've had here. I mean, we've had a lot of shit, but this is
I'm
pretty
glad
funny.
you pulled this one out when I'm
I
here.
bet he's really good at foot jobs.
Oh, yeah, man.
He can
All
get
right.
that
Did
full
that.
grip, you know.
Wow. Only Val would think of that shit. He's
I
the
like
only
Japanese stuff.
one likes
That's not-
the foot
okay.
job.
Justin's like,
Every one of our Japanese
Chocolate.
listeners was
That's
like,
the thing.
that's not what we do.
We just lost our entire Japanese
Yeah,
audience
right
right there.
Whatever
We had
island
so-
in Japan.
So many. So I don't feel like we need an indie nugget today because we kind of. I feel like Jim, you kind of
Wait,
stole
let's
that.
do it. Let
that
him
indie
let him
nugget.
talk about Wake. That's kind of indie.
Steve, do you want to talk about Wake?
No,
Can
tell
you?
Jim. Jim should talk
yeah,
about
that
Wake.
was
He read it.
telling Jim. Jim could talk about
I
that.
don't want to talk about Wake. That's
Okay,
just-
don't let him. don't
We're
let
just
him-
going right to nuggets out in this bitch.
Wait.
I'll
wait.
talk, hey, here's what we'll do. Nuggeteers, you can read on our site my Steve's first impression of Wake by the time you hear this podcast.
which is live right now.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Oh,
before
fucking
we-
A, goddammit.
Wait, how can we sound off yet? Infinity starts next week. It's we barely.
Are you asking for?
Do we need to go for a supersize issue?
Yeah, we're already over an hour, man.
Yeah,
We're
I
24.
mean, you know what? The nugget signal, I see it through my window. That means that they want more. And we have yet to talk about Infinity starts. Thanos enters the brawl next week.
Are you positive
officially.
it's next week?
Yeah, it says at the end of
No, I believe
one
it
of the
says
issues
next time.
that it's in. It starts August 14th.
What
issue.
book is starting? Is it like a one shot?
I actually no, it's in the Infinity Free Comic Book Day. It says it in there as well.
No, wait, that's not right. We already had that.
You know, but in there it says August 14th. So next Wednesday,
Yeah,
Free
he's right. Next
But with what
Wednesday.
Infinity
title?
kicks
is what
off
I'm curious. Is
next
it a
week.
one shot or what?
I don't. It's probably Infinity number one.
yeah, the 7-part.
But Powers, we'll
run.
talk about it next week when it comes out. We
Yeah.
don't need to make predictions for it. We're already running late. Everyone
I
wants to
predict-
take a nap.
Some superheroes will die, others will live, and then there will
Are
be
you
a
guys
happy
not
ending.
burned out of crossovers and big events?
No, I'm totally
Here's the
burnt
thing,
out. I'm
Jim
done.
Anna. Here's the thing. Like this
Yeah.
one, like I am burned out of it. It's like it used to be like, oh, every other year there was a big one, and then it was every year, and now it's like every 3 months. But
Yeah.
I feel like with all the other things that they've been doing, they've had to have these events to tie up these loose ends because they're trying to like unify everything. And with Infinity, I feel like this is finally, which I thought they were doing this with the Heroic Age, but they kind of just
Right.
let that go. But it seems like Infinity, they're trying to like, all right, all these loose ties and this continuity and these parallel universes, we're just gonna unify it finally. And I think that's what Infinity is about. So they
I
can
hope
make it
so.
parallel dimensions and universes and be like, if there's loose ends, well, they can just fizzle away and we
Fuck
can
off
just
over here.
yeah, we can just put it all in one shit so we can be unified like DC does. Because if we can get unified like DC, DC don't stand a chance.
All right.
I agree because I'm a Marvel guy originally, but
Yeah,
I love
nothing wrong with
when-
DC. Just
yeah.
saying, you know.
But you love what, Jim? You're gonna say you love what?
Yeah.
I loved what they did with the New 52 originally, but kind of, now it's kind of fizzled. I think I'm only reading.
Not all the titles.
No, Batman is still good. I enjoy that, and
Green
Aquaman.
Lantern, Green Arrow,
Aquaman.
Flash,
Green Arrow.
Aquaman.
Animal
The new
Man is still
Batman
good.
is pretty rad.
Animal Man I couldn't get into.
Were you reading the?
It's definitely weird. It's
the
definitely weird.
Trinity, the Trinity War.
When it's a big thing like that, I just don't want to have any part of it. I just want to read enclosed stories. I want to
Wow, okay.
I'm more of a. I've read them all. You've
Yeah.
been through the Civil Wars. You've been through all that. So you want to I just want to
Tired of
enjoy
buying
a
the
little
tie-in.
world.
Relax
yeah.
and hear about the superhero just saving people.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like that's what Val was saying recently. Is like, why can't we just have unified story? Like, give us good character stories, and it seems like they haven't given a
Yeah.
chance. And I'm hoping after Infinity, they'll be able to just
I
get
hope so,
back on
too.
Bring the superheroes
That'd be
back to
awesome.
being
track.
heroes.
Yeah.
No more
Yeah, I
big
thought you
events
guys
because
said-
it's losing its luster.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought it was said that Marvel acknowledges that we're tired of these huge events, and Infinity is basically I don't know, an ending point and a relaunching point of, okay, we're stopping all of the big events, but this is the first big event in the new generation of like
The event to end all
that's
of
like
it.
an abusive ex-boyfriend who's like, shut up, baby, don't worry.
I
I'm
swear
not
it's the
gonna
last
hit you
time.
again."
It'll be the last time, I swear.
Yeah.
We keep taking
we
it.
hear you guys are tired of new fucking big events. So here's a big event to end the big events real quick.
That's the
So
only way to
next
go
big
out.
event.
So we gotta go out with one big one.
With a really big
It's like the
one.
breakup sex with big events, you know?
Ugh. No, man.
Hopefully it won't be like this. The Ultron event in all Ultron events.
Oh yeah, let's hope
what's
it's not
that?
that, because we all know how that fucking went. God, that was terrible.
Terribly.
Wait,
Um,
That's what I was saying. Like, how much-
Justin. Infinity #1 does come out next week, so Powers is right. I just looked it up real quick. And then Val, did you want to talk Phantom Stranger? Because you're the only one who read it.
I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, here, I'll give you like a little breakdown of it, just so.
And then we can get out of here.
Sure. Okay, so this is basically the whole issue. Batman's in heaven. There's a bunch of ghosts. Katana's with him. Deadman's with him. There's like a scene where they're floating around attacking some ghosts and shit, and then for some reason we get a panel of Katana hanging out with her samurai sword out with Green Lantern
Yep, I
having a
just looked it
samurai
up,
sword.
yeah. Yep.
I don't know why. They're just looking at each other with samurai swords. They don't
And then
really explain it.
Catwoman's like hanging out in a tree behind him, just cruising
Yeah, they're
them
just
all.
chilling. I don't know.
Like licking.
Next thing that happened, they go into like some living house. Batman's like, "We got to go to heaven and get Dr. Light." And Phantom Stranger's like, "No, we shouldn't do that." And Batman's like, "Hold on, let me convince you by talking about Superman." And then Phantom Stranger's like, "Okay, cool, let's go to heaven," even though I was told that if I ever went back to heaven, my existence will be completely erased by the angels as
Yeah, in
punishment.
the last issue, that's exactly what happened.
But, you know, I'll just deal with it and go. So then they go up to heaven, and then like, oh, heaven just looks like a really shitty, you know, like part of Brooklyn. And he's like, well, you know,
Yeah,
heaven's
yeah.
a little different
That's what
depending
heaven
on where
is?
you go, depending on your cultural background. Heaven's going to look different. And this is kind of like a little segue. You just kind of chill out here until the angels are like, are you comfortable going to the real heaven now? And then you can be like, oh,
hold
yeah,
on.
I'm done. I'm good. Yeah.
What's
waiting
with
room.
this? What's with this Japanese scene where this?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Afterwards, so while they're talking in Brooklyn, he's like, so, you know, this place kind of turns into whatever you want until you're ready to move on and die, really die, you know, and move to wherever's next. And so next thing you know, Katana's hanging out with her ex-husband and who's dead and in her sword talking to her all the time. And he's like, shh, baby, let's have sex. And she's like, I don't want to have sex.
Fucking waterfall.
Yeah, and then he's like, no, let's do it. Then Phantom Stranger shows up, gives her blue balls. He gets his head cut off, but then he's like, no, I'm okay.
Easy.
Yeah, so then they go over to Batman, and Batman's a little kid, and he's getting like his parents
what
are
the hell
reading.
is happening?
Yeah, his perfect version of heaven is just like hanging out for Christmas with the parents, and then
Oh.
Phantom Stranger and Katana are standing there like, oh, this is Batman, this is what he's doing, and then Batman walks out of the shadows behind him, and he's like, it's what a part of me is doing. I know this is fake. Let's get out of here. But it was nice watching this for a little while. It's pretty cool. Then he turns around. And Batman has a little sad face going on, like, oh, parents, I'm going to miss you.
He does. He really does. Yeah.
Yeah. Even his eyes are kind of sad. Then we move back, and Deadman's like,
He has
well,
a
I'm dead. I don't get affected by this bullshit. I just want to be alive again. So whatever. Let's just skip me. They go to Dr. Light. Dr. Light's in a little light bubble. His entire world is made of light. It's crazy. There's a lot of light. And Batman's like, we
So
don't
much
have time
light.
for this. Katana, cut his shit open. So she fucking cuts him open. And, you know,
His
Batman's
light
like,
bubble.
let me wake him up. I'm in a real hurry. We don't have time, even though time is meaningless here. And Phantom Stranger's like, hold on, let me wake this guy up. And he wakes up Dr. Light. Dr. Light is like, oh, I don't really remember anything that happened. Batman
And
goes,
super
"Ugh, I
naked.
yeah, he's super naked, super light naked.
Yeah.
Batman's like, I don't believe you. I'm going to shake you a bunch. And then, you know, Phantom Stranger's like, oh, well,
Just
let's
break
just bring
down.
him back to life. And Batman's like, can you do that? And Phantom Stranger goes, well, it's crazy, but we'll do it. And Batman's like, I like it. Let's do it. And for some reason doesn't mention, hey, can we bring back my dead son really quickly while we're here? So he just skips that, even though I guess that's a big priority for him right now in the other comics. But now that he's in heaven, he doesn't want to think about it for a second, nor does he want to hang out with his son. He just wants to hang out with his parents on Christmas.
Because he knows his son's
priority
in
there.
hell.
Next thing you know, angels come down. They're like, Phantom Stranger, we warned you. You're a dickhead. Batman, get the hell out. So the others, something happens to them. Dr. Light floats away in a bubble with the angels. They're like, nah, we're going to take this guy back. And then Phantom Stranger gets disintegrated by a flaming sword.
Yeah, by Zoriel.
Yeah.
Voltron shows up.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was the issue. I just thought it was cool because the concept of heaven and hell were pretty sweet, and Batman was just acting an ass the whole time, just being an impatient fuck.
Val, description of what happened in that comic was so spot on. It's not even funny. I was just reading through it as you were talking. Long, because you nailed it 100%.
Well, I've been thinking about it a long time.
The comic
good
300
issue, man.
pages as well.
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna lie, I cheated a little bit. I was flipping through Comixology, just going, okay, so this page has some bullshit. This page has some bullshit. All in all, it was a good filler because it actually did tie in and stuff actually did happen. So it was cool. I can't wait to see how Phantom Stranger doesn't die in next issue, because I'm sure he's not gonna die. It'll be
Maybe
fine.
Dr. Light will give him a capsule upgrade for an air
Yeah,
dash.
but I mean, Dr. Light has got to come back,
yeah,
and he's got to become evil because he's Dr. Light, and then before the New 52, he was an evil raping fuck. So either Dr. Light has been evil the whole time, and they planned his death, or Dr. Light is going to come back with some screws loose because he's been dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's not going to like it. So it'll be nice to see what happens next.
He was rapey before pre-52?
Oh, yeah, he raped elongated man's wife.
I thought you were just going to leave it an elongated man. I was like,
No, he jumped into their tower. This was before Infinite Crisis, I think, and he just raped the shit out of his wife.
wow.
Identity crisis.
And afterwards, he's like, "I'm raping everybody. I don't even care. I'm a villain." And so they lobotomized
I'm
him.
a
And we're like,
villain.
"Fuck this."
What? I bet
Batman
Charlotte was like, there's a lot more character development to it than that. He has reasons behind it.
Sal was freaking out.
He's
Yeah.
not just raping everybody, but
Well, I
he's
might actually have to go read
Raping
that.
everybody.
No, definitely. I would suggest reading
It's
it,
good.
especially if you're following Trinity War. It really ties into everything. So
Yeah, no, it sounds good.
yeah,
All
that's
right,
it.
well, Nuggets. I think this was a fantastic fucking issue. Jim, you've been an awesome guest, man. You
fun.
killed it.
You
we
know,
would
Jim,
love
if
to
we
have
wanted to get a hold of you for a comic, how can we get a hold of you to do artwork for anything? How can
You
we
can
get to you?
contact me on Facebook or
Yeah, why don't you plug your
Plug yourself.
plug myself? No, you can just look me up, man. It's not that hard to, whatever. What am I on? Jim Hanna on Twitter, I think. It's just Jim Hanna.
That's
and
with
then
2 N's.
No
Ns,
second
yes.
to H.
And, yeah,
And
no
you
second
can
H.
Google him. You Google him, and he pops up.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
very
all
impressive.
over the Google.
That's how I found you.
Do you have
images,
Do
Google
you have
Maps.
like an email that's specific for requests?
Maybe an
or anything?
OkCupid profile.
I do have an OkCupid profile. I don't use it very much. But,
Hey, you
know,
want to
Hear
get
that,
on
ladies?
our profile? Yeah,
Let's give out that.
dating profile going on.
Yeah,
if
we
you
can
want.
do a triple profile. 3 people, 1 profile.
I'm a man of the internet. If you need to find me, you can find me and contact me for whatever. But
This feels like when a guy asks a girl for a number and she's like, you can find me.
You'll
you
find
guys
me in
have it,
your
obviously, right?
phone book.
You guys have it. I trust you guys. I don't trust the.
The interwebs. No,
The
that's
interwebs.
understandable.
Oh yeah.
I don't trust them either.
But I'm just working hard right now, just focused on getting the rest of Jackrabbit done, because
Awesome.
my writer, John Goff, he's been working at the coolest job imaginable. He works for Bungie right now. So that's kind of another thing that kind of took like a lot of time out of our doing the book,
Right,
because
right.
he's just working on Destiny and
Destiny,
other really
yeah.
awesome video games. So, but he's coming back in October, so we're gonna hit the ground running really hard. So we're gonna pump
Awesome.
out the rest of these issues by hopefully the end of the year, but beginning of next year. So we'll have the full trade and everything ready, and
Sweet.
Kickstarter. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll have all
Oh,
that.
Yeah, let us
We'll
know.
have to-
We'll
yeah, we'll have to
plug
have you
that
guys-
for you.
Yeah, we'll have to have you guys back on. Maybe as like both of you.
Yeah, definitely. He'll be down for sure. It was a lot of fun too, so I don't mind anytime, fellas.
Well, we try. We try to make it fun. We don't want fucking boring entertainment. Is that what we're here for?
Yeah, we talk about what bilfs.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want a podcast with facts and logic? You can go somewhere else. You want dicks, brown holes, and then just all kinds of racism and maybe some comics? You come to HeroNuggets.com.
We're not all that, you know.
Poor Justin.
Maybe some blatant racism for 30 minutes.
But yeah, you can find us at HeroNuggets.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can please subscribe to us on iTunes. Look us up on SoundCloud. Follow us there for the new releases emailed right to you. If you follow us on iTunes, Doctor Strange beams you the new issue right to your phone when you refresh that shit.
Yeah, he does.
So we're easy to find and we're easy to follow. We still have 2 contests going on. Actually, I lied. We only have 1 contest going on.
That's
Val,
right.
you wanna mention yours real quick?
Oh, yeah. I've got a contest going right now. The post is sticky to our front page at HeroNuggets.com, so all you have to do is go there, and the very first post is sticky. It's the comic giveaway. First prize is 10 issues of the first 10 issues of any New 52 or Marvel run gifted to you on your Comixology account. Second place is the first 5 issues of a New 52 or Marvel release. And then third place is a dick pic, Hopper's dick, and also
by Jim
one
Hanna.
issue of any comic.
Wait, Jim, if you're drawing dicks, man, I'll send you a picture.
Yes. Oh, he loves getting his dick drawn.
Well, you know what? Don't send me dick pics.
So
No dick
multiple winners can win first and second place. There's going to be 2. I think I put 2 winners. I don't know. I'm spending a lot of money on this. It's for you guys.
The Captain
So
America
go to our
contest
website.
was hilarious.
Yeah. Well,
That's
it's
the one that's
basically
running.
yeah. It's what
Yeah.
this contest is. All you have to do is give us your email. So maybe every once in a while we can send you an email saying, "Hey, what's going on?" Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook.
No
if you don't
unsubscribe
use either,
often.
don't worry about it. The big thing is just all you have to do is submit a little question. Okay, a little answer a question. Does Captain America need a helmet? And then
Some
why
of the answers
or why not?
are genius.
Yeah, we've got some really good
Those
answers
guys
already.
are hilarious.
Yeah, we've got
also,
some great answers so far.
With
Wait,
the last
speaking of
contest,
answers-
the last contest we held, we'll get to the answers, Steve. Don't worry, but we're not going to read them on air yet.
Wait.
No, he just wants to know if he can win.
No.
No, this is none of the above. This was my question about answers was actually my segue into this. If we can't send you a whole dick pic, Mr. Jim, can we send you a full body shot with our dicks exposed?
Number 1, I'm going to tell you a little secret about women. I don't think they like dick pics.
Yeah, but you're not a lady.
No,
think
I
they
find the
laugh.
ladies
I'm-
like
I'm-
butt pics.
I'm sure that's much more.
You want a
appealing.
picture of my butthole?
I'll see a butthole pics. Are totally welcome. But I'm just
That's
saying.
SteveStinkstar.com.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Totally cool.
So the last contest we had, all you had to do for that one was like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and interact with us. And the winner from that, her name is Trish Connolly. She's been really awesome on Twitter. You can find her at the Nothing Song on Twitter. She won our Avengers variant cover.
Hooray!
Yeah. So,
And all the dick pics. All
Good
the dick
job.
pics. from all you
And then
guys.
Trish is also
Yeah.
going to get all the dick pics as well. So Steve's get that good shot, man. I know you got to.
I have a whole portfolio actually of
Yeah.
I'll choose my top
Why do
5.
that
I've
real
seen
quick?
his
Otherwise-
collection. It's not bad.
Otherwise, Nuggets sign off, and then Jim take us out with the Nuggets out.
All right, everybody. It was good having us in your homes. You're welcome. Val out.
'Twas a pleasure, everyone. And since we're on the topic, if anybody would like a dick pic, just hit me up on Twitter at Steve the Giant, and I'll send you out
Spoiler.
some dick pics, yo.
Spoiler.
Justin.
Oh, that's me. Hey, thanks for listening, guys. This was a fun issue. Hope y'all enjoyed this live cast. I sure did. And
Yeah,
thank you, Jim. It's good to see
Yeah.
you here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jim Hanna.
Yes,
Not
thank
spelled
you,
like a
Jim.
palindrome. Kudos. Only Hanna.
Yes.
It was a blast talking with you and seeing you murder your pug on camera. And
Well, he came back to life apparently. 'Cause he-
Yeah, that was
But
like
he
not
wa-
even within an issue. It was in the same issue.
Okay.
yeah.
It's comics, right? So.
No, comic books
Fantastic.
always bring them back.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone. We've been great.
Nuggets. What can I say now? Is that now the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Nuggets out.
Perfect.
We
that
are
was
the
great.
butt peddlers of
I feel
goddamn
like
Comic
there was a
Con.
lot of legitimate conversation in this issue.
Yeah.
If you click our YouTube link, you can see our current time, which is like 1:45, I think.
Get out. We were really going for an hour and 45 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah, but I
This
think
is
only,
a double-sized
only like an
annual
hour
issue.
20 of that I think was actual podcast. Cause we
Yeah,
were
I think
kinda
it was
chilling
about
out for a
it
little
was an
bit.
hour 15.
No,
hour
I
20.
started pretty much at the class.
Hey, Michelle was watching us. Or
Yeah, she
she's
did.
still watching us.
Oh wait,
Oh
really?
wait, yo, Michelle, are you eating this
Get out
motherfucker?
of here,
Big Dick
Michelle.
Corrales.
Yeah!
She better be wearing that moo right now. Know what I'm saying?
That moo. You out,
No
Jim?
way.
I guess. Are we done? Are we?
Oh, I
still
thought you were
Yeah,
on
no,
the
you
wave.
know, we're
no,
no,
just
Hey, homie.
It looked like
just
you were
make
waving
sure-
or something.
yeah.
Oh,
So just stop your recording and then
Save
if you go to
project as.
file save project as and then save it just so that you make sure that you have it and export it and then I'll give you my email and you can send it or you can send it to our email. But I'll give
What
that to you.
episode is this, guys?
11.
11?
Issue
One
number
more episode.
11.
Hold on. So you go to file save as to save your
Save
project.
as you are saving in a da-da-da-da.
Yeah, just name it like Jim Hanna Hero Nuggets or something.
Save as. Frank,
Yes.
not now.
Save save
Look
save,
at it.
save project as. And then save it as Jim Hanna whatever. And then if you
Jim
go to
Hanna Hero Nugget.
file export is where we're actually going to get the MP3 file from you.
Okay. Well, saved.
And then file export, and we export it as a WAV 16-bit signed.
Okay. Let me. It's saving it now, so I don't know.
That'll take a second.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a little while because it's a big file.
Giant.
Oh, so Joe, you
Wait,
will
so
have,
Michelle was really in there?
Yeah, and she was
Yeah.
G-chatting me.
That's too funny.
Damn
And
it,
she
why
shared it
didn't
on her
you?
Facebook.
Oh, she's still watching. She's still
Natalie
watching.
Natalie is also watching.
How long was she in here for?
Oh, yeah, she's... Yeah!
She's been here for a while.
Wow,
Who
was she
else
enjoying
is this
herself?
bitch? We actually got fans, motherfuckers.
Was she playing with herself at all?
I
Sweet
don't-
ass.
Everybody, whip out your pieces.
Steve first.
Wait, oh, are we showing dicks now?
I think
It's now we've reached that segment.
We've now
Yeah.
reached the dick
No,
sharing
no,
segment.
there's a specific rule against dick sharing while we're recording live.
Oh,
I'm
does
glad
it
there's-
say
It was in the
that?
terms. They were like, don't dick. I make sure. They were like, do not take your dick out. It is live and you will get in trouble.
No
And I was
dick.
like,
FCC is watching
Oh
this.
my-
You will get
Guess I'll go back on Omegle and start jerking off.
And then yeah, if you go to file export, Jim.
Okay, so I got the file showed up. Okay, so it's saved. So I open it. No.
No, like from the same project you're in, you can go up to file and choose the export option, and then
Yeah.
it'll ask you to save the project, and you just save it as a 16-bit WAV file.
It's like one of the drop-down options.
Yeah, it's like one of the default ones.
I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff, fellas.
That's okay. I
That's
work in
cool.
tech support. I'm here to help.
So no one else talk, just Val talk.
What?
Just
What do
that
you
way
want?
you can walk them through it, and there's not like 8 different.
Oh
people
yeah. All you
fucking
gotta do.
shit.
Well, hold on, because I'm busy exporting mine, so I can't lead them. Well, no, it's fine. All you gotta do is go to File and then Export. Yeah. What option do you see now?
Wave sign 16-bit.
That's the one. Go ahead and save it. Put in Hero Nuggets. Name it Hero Nuggets Episode 11. Jim.
Oops. Okay, so wait for artist name or
No, you
Oh,
can
no,
leave
just
all that
press OK
blank.
for
Yeah,
that.
we're
Okay,
gonna re-sign everything when
okay.
he puts it into the magic editing machine.
All right, it is exporting as a wave.
Oh, Michelle just put her moo on everybody.
Yeah.
Oh. God, movies are so hot. So turned
Hold
on.
on.
Good movie.
Yo, so Joe,
so
have
Steve.
2 audio files from me, cause
Okay.
a little time stream happening, but
That's fine.
I didn't in it.
That's
so-
good, as long as we didn't lose the entire episode.
Nope, we're good. I have everything that I said. There's like 10 minutes of downtime where I didn't say anything. Maybe a few laughs we missed, but not actual speaking.
That's
I
cool.
just invited Michelle
At
to
least to
join
my
this chat.
knowledge.
Now that we're at the end of it,
That's
Oh
cool.
yeah.
so she might come in.
I hope so. This is a good sesh right here.
Some good sesh.
Yep. I'm gonna get some good sesh tonight.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Baiting.
Yo, if you don't know, don't worry about it.
You're catfishing some fellas.
Catfish and some blowing. Do you know Do you know
You talking about
catfish?
catfishing like when you stick your fists in the
No.
deep hole and hope something bites?
Whoa, Frank.
I think that's a glory hole.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think
All
Oh,
that shit. Deep sea
yeah.
fishing. Deep dick fishing.
it's deep dick. Okay.
Where is episode?
What happened to it?
Where is it?
We are
Oh
still,
God,
we are
I've
still
I have too much
live,
shit.
you guys.
I know that.
Okay, good. Just wanna
I'm
make
well
sure
aware.
you
Talking
guys
about
are
baiting.
aware.
So are you saying be entertaining? Is that what you're trying to say about?
Yeah, we
Oh,
trying to be.
Justin?
Michelle is
Oh
here.
yeah, Michelle's coming in
Yeah.
on the ass end of this chat. Michelle, you got that moo on? Oh, you're all dark. You look like a ghost.
Ghost Michelle.
Oh yeah, she's got her moo.
Ghost and Michelle.
Go. Oh, genius.
Yeah, Ghost and Michelle. Wait, no, let's see that full body moo. Jump on your bed. Jump on your bed on that with that moo. So sexy.
Jim,
Oh,
you're
God.
in for a treat.
Oh
Yeah,
God, she looks like my
moo.
grandma.
It's so hideous. It's so
That's so
hideous.
hideous.
This
Very
is
nice.
not gonna get us
very
Oh,
right.
look at
nice.
this. She is in here. Wow.
It's like
Yeah.
There's so many
leopard.
people in here. This is so fun.
It's the full chat.
Yeah, it's like we're
Oh,
friends
right.
or something. It's so cool.
I know.
Can you hear me?
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Michelle?
How you doing, Big Dick?
Morales.
Hello, Jim Hannah.
Hello.
Thank
Were you-
you.
how much
Whoa.
of the episode were you watching?
I caught.
The last 20 minutes?
Uh,
All the dick talk?
All the dick talk.
I think I caught about 45 minutes of it. I saw the
Ow.
post about 20 minutes after you guys shared it on the Facebook page.
Did you share it with other people?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe we got like 3 people watching.
I posted it because my friend Caitlin is always like, your friends are such babes, and so I was like,
Wait, where does she live, this Caitlin?
she lives
Yeah,
in
'cause
Washington.
Oh, I was gonna say, does she know about our dual dating profile?
No, fuck that. Does she want a dick pic, is what I'm
No.
saying.
God damn it.
Mm,
Tell them that dick pics are.
No, it's funny because I wanted to like chat to Val like when you said that. I was like, no, dick pics, please don't send me dick pics.
Oh, you're getting sent dick pics.
No,
That
Gross.
only means yes to me.
gross. Anyways,
Oh man, I should have talked about how we're gonna get matching tattoos when we're at the Boston Tattoo Convention,
yeah, I'm so
which we need to
excited.
discuss what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah, no, we need to discuss that for sure.
Maybe your
Also-
face on my butt, and then
No.
my face on
Wait,
your
no.
if
butt.
you guys are both gonna
No.
get a tattoo, why don't you guys both get my name and
so
then...
Steve has to get one too. Also, Hopper, I really like your background poster.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you.
he tried. He's really waiting for someone to mention that background poster. He loves that background poster.
I really
I need
like
to get
it.
some
in-
background
I
stuff
like your
going.
I like your guys' bandanas.
Yeah, even Steve's
Don't I look
prison
like
guard
Lafayette
bandana.
now?
Yeah.
So sassy, girl.
Jim, did you get that exported?
Yeah, I got it exported. Fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was mainly concerned about that. Were they concerned about
No,
all
we're
other
we're
shit?
good. We're good. It should be all good.
Wait,
Cool,
so
I'm gonna Facebook you where you're gonna send it then.
Okay.
does this broadcast actually get saved so people can watch it again?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I hope
Yeah,
so. Or
it does.
just
When we
done
end it,
fucked
it'll
that up.
process after we end the thing. And,
Do we just exit? Do it like we just exit the chat?
I have to end the broadcast.
Oh,
Okay.
If you leave, it'll still go until I say end.
Ooh, wow.
Ah.
oh, you have the power.
I have the power of the cast.
All right, Justin.
Wait, so Jim, you worked with Justin at Atomic Comics, huh?
Yes, I did.
That's correct.
How was that?
Good times. I didn't get to
Awkward.
work with Jim that much.
Awkward.
Yeah.
You were always at Chandler, and I always got stuck at stupid Mesa.
Yeah. So we didn't technically work that much together, but we,
There were times. There was at least
Yeah.
one day.
yeah, at least one. It was a good time.
One day.
Oh my
Oh,
God, it's
sorry.
10:17.
Yeah, I
know,
need to
It was a
get-
good time.
I need to
Where's
go to bed.
Jeffy? There's no cameo Jeff appearance.
No, he's
Yeah,
in
he's in Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Oh. Wow. He missed out.
Yeah, I know. Next time.
Next time.
We'll get good old Jeffrey.
Good old Jeffy.
I'm glad we finally figured out how to do live broadcasts. So
Yeah, that was so much simpler than
I
everything
know.
we've been doing.
We can actually probably get our live broadcast up like right away.
It makes
Right?
it more interesting for me.
Yeah.
I
So
wish
fun.
I wish we could edit it to
Engaging.
actually have cool intro music and stuff.
Can
Can
you
we?
just like play that into your speaker?
Possibly. I don't know. I don't know all the options we have, but
I'll jump into YouTube tomorrow and kind of explore.
you can edit and trim the video, which I did for one of our podcasts that went on for 15 minutes before we started with the screen cap. So I changed
Oh,
that.
good. Did you get rid of that? Us talking about what domain names we're gonna buy?
I think it was something like that. It was up for maybe like a little bit, but I don't think they got like 5 views, which are probably all ours. So.
Yeah, it's all us. No one was. I wonder if they finally released that video.
So
My teeth
this
are
is
so
much
pristine.
better, easier to deal with. So
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, I love it.
All right,
That's
well,
gonna be
I'm gonna drop out here and
Yeah, I'm
go
gonna head
home.
out.
all right, if
It was
everyone's
fun.
ready to
It was a lot
go,
of fun.
I'm gonna end this
Yeah,
broadcast.
thank you for
Michelle.
being
Thank you,
on
Kenny,
our
great
show.
Thanks for
Yeah,
visiting
it
us
was
briefly,
great.
Michelle.
This was fun. This was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Michelle.
once we get closer to the new Jackrabbit for sure, you're gonna come back on.
Yeah, and we'll bring
Fuck
that
yeah.
John Goff guy too.
October.
Yeah, no, it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Video
guys,
nuggets
all right.
out, everybody.
All
Yeah,
right.
good job, everybody.
Good night,
See
dude.
See you,
Bye.
Michelle. Nice
Bye.
seeing you.
See
Bye,
ya.
Michelle. Thanks
See
for
you
stopping
later.
by.
Best friend ever.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then press stop and then press play and see if it comes out.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there's a
Getting
little
on the mic.
There we go. Okay, so I guess just record.
Getting on the mic.
Yeah, you should really. Yeah, that's all you should have to do is press record. Do you have headphones at all?
I have my little Apple one.
That way your microphone won't pick up the sounds from us talking.
Reaper. What is it? Does it even have a microphone jack?
That's
Is
Justin.
That's me.
Justin was playing the bongos real quick.
Yeah, I heard it. I saw your little green bar going as it was doing that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You're echoing through yourself.
Isn't that fun?
You are echoing through yourself, actually.
You have to mute
Fix
the Hero Nuggets thing.
I did. I had my speakers on.
Nope, still not fixed.
Yeah. You have to completely mute both audio and video of at least one of your.
I did. It says the mic is off.
We're almost there. We're
I'm just gonna mute you. There you go. You've been muted.
And that,
Hey,
yeah.
Hopper.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing on Reddit for what an arrow to the knee really means?
Yes, I sure
Yeah.
did.
Shit was badass, man.
talking about getting married, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
We're only recording audio, right?
Yes.
Or the video. Okay.
Well, the video is
Yeah,
getting
video too.
recorded as well. So don't take your
Okay.
pants off.
Well,
Well, my pants are off. Just don't get up. It's so
So
true.
more or
man.
less just treat it as behind the
This
scenes.
is,
There's
I
no
hate these
flair to this.
podcasts because I have to put on a shirt for these goddamn things.
it's a shame. It's a shame.
If only we were doing audio only, my friend.
You don't have
gonna-
to put on a shirt.
Well, you know,
I'm gonna
I don't want to
start
be
recording.
that douchebag.
Oh, no, I won't.
Val, can you take your shirt off?
Oh God, no one wants to see that.
So that's the kind of podcast we're on here. All right, just
Yeah, it's gonna get weird in a second, man.
in a second.
They wanted Jim. They wanted me to ask if you are okay with swearing.
I'm very okay with swearing. I was going to ask you guys because I just
And dick
naturally
jokes. Dick
Dick
jokes.
Dick
Yeah.
jokes is fine.
Okay.
I'm very much.
We're starting this thing where we just want to make sure that the guest is going to be comfortable.
I find
I
this
think
all
our guests.
Is it uncomfortable when I whisper like this?
very much so.
How is it that you and Jeff have like similar mannerisms in speaking? Is it because you
know
live
what?
together?
Yeah, I think that is. 'Cause when I lived with a lady friend of mine one time, I started picking up her mannerisms, and everybody like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "No, just."
Do you still get that with Jeff's mannerisms?
Is English your
yeah.
second language? Because that happens to me all the time.
What's
Serious no or
No, well, I wasn't. I'm just trying to get my angle.
They all look terrible,
Yeah,
man.
I look
Deal
good.
with it.
Yeah, this is good. I'm good. I look handsome. I look
Justin,
handsome no matter what direction I look.
Wait, hold on. I need my bandana.
Justin, you are here, right?
Justin.
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 he's dead.
He
Justin's
died.
not here.
God, is he peeing?
I think he's probably just trying to get his video to work. By the way, do you want me to do the Phantom Stranger?
Dude, there's a guy in my phone named Gucci Nigga Andrew.
I think we should get him on the show. That guy sounds like a lot of fun.
Gucci Nigga Andrew.
do you want me to do like the
Hello?
the
there you
breakdown, the comic book breakdown thing about Phantom Stranger?
Yeah, because I didn't, like I said, I'm like 5 pages in, man.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Justin, so you are here? You ready to go?
I'm here.
Okay.
Justin.
Hi.
Hey.
Trying
Hey.
something new.
5, 4.
Oh!
Recording.
What?
Is everyone recording? Everyone click
Yep.
record.
Recording.
Make sure you're recording.
Yeah, I've been recording.
Steve, motherfucker.
Steve is in the bathroom. He's coming back.
Okay,
Oh,
he's peeing.
I need to get my gangster bandana on
Steve.
like Tupac.
Steve, click record because you like to get lost in the time stream.
Nope. I hit record. We're good to go, man.
Okay,
Make sure you're recording. Like speak.
Oh, I've been ready. I've been
and check-
recording. In fact, I'm starting
Yeah.
a new recording because that one's so long.
I've already tested my shit and done all that. We're good to go. I'm 7 minutes in.
Should I wear my bandana or my headband?
No.
Oh, let me go get
No.
my bandana.
No.
Do I look like
5,
Lafayette?
4.
I was not given a bandana.
I'll get you one.
Oh wait, we
Nope.
didn't.
Wait, hold on.
You
I
guys are all
wasn't
touching
even
your fucking
paying
head.
attention.
Dude, it doesn't even matter. Like, I line this shit up anyways. You guys
No,
are
you
never
want,
on.
no, you always fuck up my audio. Let's do it again.
Oh my god.
Always
5,
back up my audio.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Success.
Hello, and welcome to the Hero Nuggets podcast. My name is Joe, and I'm your host. This week, we have a terrible show planned for you. It's not going to be any fun. There's going to be no jokes.
You should
So
turn
I'm
it
gonna
off
ask-
right now.
Yeah, just turn it off. Nuggets, sound
Yeah.
off real quick.
Thanks for tuning
Oh,
in.
hey everybody. This is Val. How's it going?
How's it going?
Everybody's favorite Steve over here.
Justin here with better video, hopefully today.
With actual video.
Yeah, and this is Hopper. Everyone, thanks again for tuning in and listening yet again.
Yeah, we are the Hero Nuggets. You can find us on Facebook, search Hero Nuggets. You can find us on Twitter, search Hero Nuggets, or just type HeroNuggets.com into your browser. But this week we cover Avengers number 17, the end of the Prelude to Infinity. We cover
That's right.
Superior Spider-Man number 15, and we also cover Phantom Stranger number 11, and then any other comics that anyone wants to throw at us. But this week we are joined by yet another guest. He is an artist. His name is Jim Hanna. Jim, say hello.
The second language?
Are you an ESL kid?
ESL?
Yeah,
English
English
is a second language.
language.
Oh,
Everyone
no, you
knows
know what?
this.
My
Oh,
mom
because
is
that
a
happens to me because I'm
Russian.
ESL.
Yeah, my mom's from the Middle East, so but I don't speak any.
One of those people.
Okay, is everyone ready? Powers, are you ready?
I can't get my video to work, so fuck it.
Yeah, let me start my recording.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on for one
Yeah, let's
second.
everyone make sure.
Everybody record.
My microphone.
Make sure
testing,
you're
testing.
recording. Test your recording.
Yep, I already
Yeah.
tested my recording.
Working.
Let's
Recording.
do it,
Testing
gentlemen.
microphone,
As long
testing,
as you see
testing.
that blue sound wave, you'll be okay.
Ready to fucking Rizzo in this bitch.
All right.
Galactus. Did anyone else read Hunger? Please
I
tell
did.
me.
I haven't finished it, but I started it. It's pretty good so far.
Oh, I just love how he. Can we talk about it on the podcast at some point?
You guys can talk about it. I'll
Yeah,
read
do it
it.
up.
I just want. I want to do just a quick 3-minute rap about it.
You gonna
Oh, you
rap
wrote a
about
rap?
like rap?
No, I'm not. Steve, why don't you tell them about your rap?
Oh man, I got my rap epic going right now. It's a 3-part rap epic. It's a story about how I get superpowers while I'm riding my bike.
Yeah?
Yup.
I can't wait to hear this.
That
I know,
sounds
Why don't you
fantastic.
tell them the first rhyme?
No, that's under wraps, man. That was only for you. I only got one rhyme written down so far.
That's all that's there.
I started.
that there is
I
to
got
be.
so
start. It's a good
I got
start.
the overarching story going down, but
Okay.
Riding my bike.
So, Jim, do you read any like current runs of anything?
Comic books?
Yeah.
Is that what this is about? Not a fan of comic. No, I read a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm all over that. Like, I love like anything Scott Snyder. Obviously, I love American
Yeah.
Vampire.
We were just talking about that
The
earlier.
Wake is awesome. I don't know if you guys read that yet, but
I bought it. I
it's
haven't finished reading it yet.
it's like a movie basically, but it's very cool. Superior Spider-Man from Marvel, I think I read, and then a couple of the X books.
all right.
Have you read today's Superior Spider-Man?
I have not. I picked it up. I have it, but I've not read it yet. That is for bathroom reading, my friends. So
We're gonna
There you
spoil
go.
some stuff
If
for you.
we talk about it, is it gonna ruin it for you?
no, I'm not one of those people. So you
Perfect.
can spoil away.
Okay, because we're definitely gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
especially because by the time this releases, it's usually like the next week.
Well, it's Sunday because of editing, but it's whatever.
Sunday's a good day. It's prime day. No one's doing anything.
Yeah, except
want to listen to the
masturbating.
podcast.
Oh, twice.
That's an everyday thing.
So we're gonna talk about Superior Spider-Man, Avengers, and then Phantom Stranger.
Are we? Did enough people actually read Phantom Stranger?
I don't know.
I
You
would
don't
like
really-
to hear about Phantom Stranger because I'm interested in knowing about it. I have not read it. So.
Yeah, you don't have to really know about what's going on to contribute to the conversation because we get sidetracked a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, totally.
Just
All
so
the
you know
time.
what's going on. All right. Remember,
Hey.
no nudity allowed. Wait. So who's gonna be recording? Like, what? Like, is it recording off of you or is it recording off of a
It
cloud?
records from YouTube, straight from YouTube.
Wow. And then we're just gonna see the video on YouTube,
Yep.
on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
That is the coolest thing.
Yeah. I mean, presumably that's how it's supposed to go down. So, Jim.
Okay.
I'm here.
Hello. Alright, how am I doing this? Alright, get back, get out.
I think I kind of want to wear like this Jedi hood the whole episode. Do I look cool?
Homie.
Do I look mysterious?
Yeah, dude. I don't know why I can't get in this thing. Hangout requests. Are you fucking kidding me? There are two. Oh, come on.
This is pretty sweet.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
I can't get myself. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back.
Why don't you?
Yeah, okay, man.
Am I supposed to set this to voice or studio?
I don't know, but it's loud as fuck, man.
Wait, hold on. Oh, never mind. Spoken conversations. Recording this bitch in 1080p. I look horrible in high definition. Oh, God.
I see Justin Whitaker's face. Is he here?
I am here. I'm just working on some
Getting
technical
the video
difficulties because I haven't got my shit in here yet. So here we go.
Powers, do you have a question for us today?
Hypothetical?
Yeah.
Oh, jinx!
Do you have one?
I do.
Okay, good. Is it better than last week's? Okay. Cool. Jim, did you figure out the Audacity thing yet? Do you know?
I have no idea. I mean, no, I don't see any drop down.
So yeah, on the Audacity main screen, there's at the top right, there's 3 drop-down boxes. One that has like a speaker next to it, and one that has a microphone next to it. And if you drop it down, those are whatever's in your computer for audio options. So the speaker is where you're outputting your audio, and the mic is where you're putting in from. So right now you should be all right. But all you need to do is probably just click the record button and then say testing 1 2 3, and then press stop and press play to make sure you hear it back.
Test.
And I'll probably start with asking you just kind of like about you, your origin, where you got started drawing, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
If you're cool, if you know where you came from,
I'm really confused.
Unless you have some kind of like superhero amnesia right now, or mind control.
Or mind control, it's a common thing.
Yeah, very, very common thing. Happens all the time.
I came from a strange place. It's weird looking at my face on this little thing.
I'm all
I know.
fixed.
You just wait till you see it when it's actually like on YouTube. I just watched issue 9 and I look like a fucking chipmunk. Like
really? That's weird because I just watched it and I was like, damn, I look good.
I look horrible. Every time he pointed the camera at me, I'm like making a weird face, like.
But like right now, I'm
just
like,
wearing
man,
my
I look like
pajamas.
shit.
I have what's called high confidence, so I don't care what I look like. I know.
Yeah,
it's gonna look
he's
awesome.
got very high confidence.
No,
That's what you did there.
no, because when I get too high, I don't know what.
Justin, are
What?
you here? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just.
Okay, so when
Justin,
we
where
start
are you?
here in like a minute, Val, when I say nugget sound off, we're gonna start at you again. You're that way, right?
Fail. Okay.
You're that way, right?
Yeah,
No, that's-
right. I'm that way. So point that way.
Yeah, because for me,
Yes.
I'm pointing the way opposite that you are right
Right.
now.
So you have to point opposite.
It's
so like
confusing.
you're over here.
So we'll start with you, and then Jim will introduce you, and then you'll talk afterwards.
Wait, Steve, put your ear up over here. No, over here. No, other way.
Other way.
Okay.
No, it's still not working for
Fucking
me.
your ear.
Maybe for you.
Fucking your ear. No, it's working for me. God, I wonder how the viewers are gonna see. Wait, can we just
All right.
rearrange these?
I have no idea how this is gonna work.
Powers, are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. It won't be as confusing once we start. It's
I find
pretty
it hard.
The direction does not matter at all.
Yeah.
We mostly record for audio, but the video is just kind of a behind the scenes romp through the woods and like.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say
85.
nuggets sound off, and then all of us are gonna introduce ourselves, and then I'm gonna be like, and joining us today is Jim Hanna. This and
Okay.
this.
Sure.
Everyone cool with that?
Can we try a couple takes if we mess up, since it's the very beginning?
Yeah,
Nope,
well,
let's
yes.
do it.
Oh, and then also, Jim, at the end of the show, we usually have our guests say nuggets out, and then we have this like epic buildup of music, and then it drops, and then you say nuggets out. And the
Yeah.
music
So
hits
you
again.
have to be like.
It's like this really
Oh, yeah,
heroic
it's not
music.
nuggets
It's
out.
really fun.
Is it dubstep? Is that what it is?
No,
More or
it's,
less.
it's
Like, pretty much.
Nugget.
no.
It's
It's
good.
like Two Steps from Hell. Like,
God, I
really
love Two
good.
Steps from Hell.
yeah, it sounds really cool. And
Yeah.
also, I was gonna, Jim, ask you about Jackrabbit and
Yes.
Spotlight.
I will answer questions about this or explain it as best I can.
Yeah, I was more gonna ask for like an explanation of what they were.
Okay. I can-
Cool. All right, is everyone ready?
No.
Yes, sir.
Val, was that a